All that. We went. Okay, so we turned. Gaedren got away. We went back upstairs. Had the brooch. The city was on fire. I almost died. Tez almost died, but not nearly as much as I almost died.
No, you don't know that. You are unconscious.
That's true. We went to the queen, gave her the brooch. She was like, "Oh my god, this is the best ever! You're the best. Here's some gold." And I don't remember if she said anything else. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because the emperor's dead. The emperor got killed. And then we went to my place. Had a little kiki there, and then we went to the guard. Right?
I think we went to.
Or did we go to the guard first and then?
We went to the guard first, and then we said, "Hey, we got this brooch." He said, "Take that to the queen." We took it to the queen. The queen
Also
gave us a
gave him the
reward of a
dagger.
gold bar.
Mm.
And then we went back to your apartment. We came up with a plan to gussy up Torba, who he's gussied up right now, to lure out possibly one of Gaedren's orphan pickpocketers to get information out of him.
Oh yeah.
Then we're gonna torture them for information.
Oh, Sam Tar's not here. She'd be more than happy to torture again, I guess.
But Tez is here.
Hey, I'm not that mean.
You look pretty fucking psychotic in the sketches you did.
No, she looks cute.
Those, yeah. She was trying to smile, you know? The real big smile.
With fire in her hands.
What? She can't see in the dark.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, that's about it. That's where we got to.
All right, with Torba dressed up, you show Soldado on his way toward the citadel, and you make your way toward the gold market. You take your positions. Okay, so tell me the plan. What exactly is the plan? So Torba's gonna walk around the market, and you guys are gonna take hidden positions around him, or?
I am going to be walking around, maybe just kind of chatting up people. Getting some information on Gaedren if they have any. Getting some information on Fincas, Gherkin. Yeah, if they've got any on that. Seeing what the fuck happened with the Emperor. Just kind of getting the gossip, you know? Just getting the gossip.
Alright, make a persuasion check to see what you do when you walk around and talk.
I can do that. Oh, I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Alright,
no.
Bliss, when you go walk up to people and approach them and start talking to them, they kind of hurriedly say, sorry, I don't know anything about that. And they give you a sideward glance as they walk away. The feeling in the air is kind of tense since everything just happened last night. And especially because you're a tiefling, a lot of people believe you had, like, they don't look highly upon you, upon tieflings. And maybe not look highly upon, but they're suspicious of them, especially with what happened last night. And they're usually associated with devil things and fire things. And you look around and you don't get anything else. How about the rest of you?
Bagora's gonna keep to well, it's getting to be nighttime, right? It's like the late afternoon.
Yeah.
Hair on over the left side, scarf up. I'm gonna be keeping a sharp eye out for any kids that kind of match the description of Gaedren's pickpocketers from my background, so I can point them out and tell the rest.
Make a perception check.
Oh man! Damn it.
While you folks are in the gold market, despite what happened last night, it is still fairly busy as people need to buy things. And while you don't notice any orphans, lambs around, you do notice another thing. There is a heavy guard presence here. You see a lot of Corvosian guard. You see a lot of Hell Knights as well. And when you look above, you see the occasional Sable Company Marine flying overhead.
That's odd. Crazy thought. I'm gonna go to a guard. I'm just gonna ask, like, why there's so many guards.
All right, go up to him and he says, "Why are there so many guards? Were you in Corvosa last night?"
Yeah.
Well, the market went up in flames. I believe the riots originated from here. And this is the place with the highest, one of the highest density of civilians walking around. So we're here to protect the place. Keep an eye out for troublemakers.
All right. And I'll relay this back to the rest of the guys.
I kind of already knew that.
Torba and Tess, what are you guys doing?
I'll basically let my passive perception do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the market with my. The only thing I have is my clothes and the pouch with 15 silver pieces. And
Alright.
all I'm gonna do is just go to one shopkeep, whatever, Apple stand or something, and just be, what shall I buy? And shake my butt a little bit so it tingles. Yeah, that's just it. I'm very easy to pickpocket, and that's about it.
Alright. As you do that, you notice out of the corner of your eye, a child in an alleyway. He's kind of peeking toward the market. And he takes not even like 3 steps toward you when you hear a voice say, and it's muffled by a helmet, say, "Hey, why are you skulking around over there?" And the kid immediately gets surprised and runs back into the alleyway. And you see a pair of Hell Knights struck by in their all black full plate.
Damn it! Why are they doing their job?
Ralph, or not Ralph. Alec, what are you doing?
Would have just been keeping an eye on Torba, but trying to look distracted while I do my rounds. But unfortunately, it would appear that my comrades are not as distracted.
And then while you're looking around, one of your comrades comes up to you and says, "Hey Burnett, I thought you were on days. What happened?"
I got bored at home, and I don't know if you noticed, but the market kind of went up in flame last night a few blocks from my house. I'd like to stop it from happening again.
Yeah, of course. Hey, darndest thing, I saw. It looks like they found Grau. He made his way back to the Citadel today.
Yeah, he ran into me in, I guess, the nicer parts of town earlier in the day, and he fell over trying to punch me. But I didn't tell you that.
I didn't know he was so heavy on the drink. Hey, why don't you come over here? We're frying up some elephant ears.
I think I'll pass this evening. Just trying to collect my thoughts by myself, mostly.
All right, suit yourself.
Alright, thank you, though.
Of course, anytime. And you folks sat around the market for a while, and there does not seem to be an orphan in sight. And if there are, they're usually skirting around the edges, but they're immediately like scolded. You're finding it difficult to get pickpocketed, surprisingly.
Crazy. And is it because they're just way more than usual? Way more.
Yeah,
guards?
because the guard presence is much larger, so it's much higher risk. It's much riskier for them to do it here, even though it's crowded. They're uncomfortable because of the guard presence.
Okay, so I don't know if there's like a stand anywhere close to a one of those alleyways. If there is, I just put my butt there. In the blind spot of a guard or something.
Make a perception check to try to see if there are any blind spots. Tez, you can make one too.
Oh.
All right. Tez helps you look out for a place. And she points out that there seems to be there's like this very colorful tent. It draws a lot of attention, but you see that there are less guards looking toward it, but you see a bunch of like rough types. They look like adventurers and travelers and stuff standing around it. They're all just talking with each other, talking to the shop owner. You make your way toward it and browse his goods, and you see that there are a bunch of like little trinkets and like elixirs and tonics. And as you approach the stall, he says, "Oh, welcome to my humble tent. My name is Segatar Tiguan. I am the proprietor of this shop. What can I get for you?" Hello?
Tess.
This is Torba.
Oh, it's
Oh,
me?
Torba. Oh, sorry.
Damn, I also thought it was Des.
I assume Tez is like on the rooftop or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sunbathing.
Great. Yeah, alright. Oh, well, just looking to see what's up.
We're looking for something magical, looking for a potion, looking for something to increase your vitality.
Maybe if you have some cleaning products,
Cleaning products.
polishing maybe, for swords and metals.
I think I got something here. Just wait a moment.
We have Fantasy Mr. Clean in the party.
And let's see.
Okay, that's a good
All right. And with all of your passive perceptions, Torba, as you're waiting, he brings out some cleaning products for you, and he says, "Let's see, this thing will get everything out of your clothes, out of the floor. You know, you're an adventurer. You don't look like you're from around here. It gets blood off very easily."
Not around here? What do you mean?
No, I haven't seen your kind around here.
I rarely travel south. It's. But how much would that be?
This would be about 3 coppers.
I look to see if my pouch is still there.
It's not there.
As I thought. Well, I'm gonna assume. I think after all I'll pass. I forgot something. Thank you very much. Look around, just. Did anybody notice anything? Are they
I guess
pointing somewhere?
you folks can try to make perception checks.
I don't think we're gonna be able to beat a nat 20.
Well, if it's higher than their amount, that not 20 plus their stealth, then you can try.
Oh man.
I'm
Mission
gonna,
accomplished.
as I'm walking around,
Great
I
job.
guess the marketplace, and mine and Alex pass cross, I'll loop my arm with his and keep walking, and they don't say anything to me. Whether it's because I'm a whore or tiefling, I have no idea. Any luck?
Any luck with what?
Weren't you asking questions?
No, I was trying to watch our big blue friend.
You can double task.
I'm just a simple-minded god. I don't know how to do two things at once.
Most men don't, trust me.
I,
That's alright, you can be speechless, don't worry.
Suddenly, Alex's wife appears.
Then he would be speechless.
Alec has a wife.
Oops, spoilers.
Ah, we would have found out
No.
eventually.
A D20 reroll, what do you mean?
That boon that the lady had given us, that that ghostly lady.
Oh yeah.
But we only get
We all
one
have
of
pretty
those.
good perceptions. So, you know.
Yeah, you can reroll it if you want.
We had to be at 20 ducks, or like
Oh.
whatever his stealth plus 20.
Shit.
Currently,
Fuck
we
it,
don't know if
I'm
anybody had
re-rolling.
actually
Alec
beaten it.
looks over his shoulder and...
No.
Personally, after noticing nobody noticed anything,
You
I
look
just
around.
want to look at, not for kids, but at the group of adventurers around, because, you know,
Maybe
not
there's
only
a rogue.
kids still.
Sure, as you look, I'm gonna say you're trying to read them. I'm making an insight check. All of them look to be enthralled in looking at the trinkets and swapping adventuring stories with each other. They haven't seemed to have tried anything with you.
Alright, well, a kid bested me, so...
All right.
Bested all of us.
Plan B.
Goddamn nat 20.
Well, I eventually walk my way back to someone, and and I'm like, well, they got it. They didn't see it.
Torbo, what do you mean they got it? Were they that quick?
Yes. Sorry to say, I didn't see anything.
Huh. Alright, well, do we have a second plan?
More coins? It's my coins after all. I don't mind too much. Maybe I'll put less coins in it this time.
We don't even know if you got pickpocketed by somebody that we're looking for.
Yeah, that's the problem, I guess. I saw nobody at all, so... Well, what do you suggest if not try again?
Well, you had one job. I've already been asking around to the market for any information, and wildly unsuccessful for once in my life.
What are we trying to figure out here, anyway? I know a few people I could ask around.
Well, Gaedren might be. This other mafioso with the guard.
Is there anyone in this market district that I know of that would have some connections with that sort of ring of people? I wouldn't think so.
Sure, make a perception check.
Very
you,
nice.
you quickly scan the market, and you see a few of the residents of the Midlands, and you know they've helped you in the past track down some criminals, either from giving you information, like from what they've seen or heard. You see a few around.
All right. I guess I'll try the asking questions thing. One moment. I go up to whoever I feel is the most trustworthy of these people I scanned.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you walk up to one of the shop owners. Actually, she's selling what looks like dried strips of meat, with the dried strips of pork, and she's almost sold out. A lot of people are buying it because of the food shortage. But when you walk up, she says, "Ah, hello, Mr. Guard," and she like pulls down one of the strips of pork and like hands it to you. How are you doing today?
Oh, doing quite well. Uh, when you have a moment, I need to ask you a few questions about unpleasantness.
Of course, of course. I mean, I've answered a lot of guards today about what happened last night, but a few more questions from you wouldn't hurt. How can I help?
Uh, Last evening, in all of the commotion, came across a few things in a deserted shop. They led back to royalty and a chain of other things that just didn't sit right. I was wondering if you knew where Mr. Gaedren Lam has been the last couple of days. They were in his possession at the time.
Hmm. Gaedren Lam's still around? I thought he was like 80 now. I thought he was dead.
Apparently he outlived, well, his usefulness to the city.
Oh, well, last I heard, I remember someone mentioning that they were going to adopt a child from the Riverside house, but they suddenly went missing, and after that, a few other orphans from the Riverside house went missing as well. And when one of them was found, they said that he'd been taken by a scary old man. But this was a few years ago. I'm not sure what if that would have anything to do with it.
It might not. You never know. Nothing else you can think of?
Hmm. He's the he's not one to be a famous criminal. He tends to keep to himself. Like I said, I thought he was dead, but last I heard of him, he was taking orphans from the Riverside house.
Alright, well, thank you very much for your words. They will be remembered.
Of course, and she passes you over one strip of like uh, smoked preserved pork.
Oh, that's not necessary. I know a few people who could use it.
Hmm. Yeah, business has been good, but I don't know for how long it's gonna last. Have a good day.
Same to you, thank you.
All right, the rest of you, what have you been doing while Alex been talking to this stall owner?
Oh geez. Listening in probably. I'm nosy.
Balgora would have snuck off to the rooftops to keep watch with Tez up there.
Well, I would be looking through the alleyways.
And I will scratch my head.
Okay, Balgor, what are you looking for? And Tez, what are you going through the alleyways for?
Somewhere with a stack of silver, as big as Torbus.
And I'm doing my best to keep my eyes on my party members, just to see like, what if we get pickpocketed again?
Did we leave the chest of gold at here or?
We left it in your place.
Okay. Shoot, I could have dropped that off. Oh well.
All right. Balgor, make a perception check, and Tez, make a. Are you trying to look for something, or like trying to track people?
Just. Yeah, I was just looking through the alleyways for anybody who has like a stack of silver.
All right. Make a survival check.
Damn. It should be fine. It's wisdom. Yeah. It's okay.
All right. You're walking through the alleys, and of course, there's a lot of activity through here. You're super aware of this because you grew up in the alleys as well, and you follow the maze, and you kind of know your way around them. So you travel quite a distance, and as you turn a corner, you see three children have a sack of coins open, and they're like counting it.
Does
And
it
as
look
soon as-
like Torbus?
Make a perception check. It does, and as you're looking at them, they look up, see you, close up the sack, and start running in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I would just fall behind them stealthily and see where they head off to. Where their hideout is.
Okay.
Would I see Tez doing this and the people from where I am, or am I
No.
somewhere else? Okay.
You're in the gold market, looking down at the gold market, watching your friends. Tez like wandered through the alleys for quite a while because they made some distance already.
All right.
Right, Tez, make one more perception check.
Okay.
All right. As you follow them, make a stealth check as well since you're trying to creep up on them. All right. As you move forward, you see the three children had split up. You see one duck down to the alley. You see one disappear into the crowd, and you see one climb up onto the roofs and drop down on the other side.
Why does it always make it hard? Which one was holding the sack?
You're not sure.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Or D3. Over the roof.
All right, you jump over the roof and slide down, and with your knowledge of the city, make an intelligence check or survival check, whichever is better.
Intelligence, survival.
Okay. As you jump on the roof and slide over to the other side, you see the kid walk around, walk down the alley, or run down the alley rather, and you predict where they might go based upon your knowledge of the city, and you jump over the roofs and land. And as soon as you see them running down the alley, you jump down in front of them.
No, I
And they
didn't
go,
want to catch
"Whoa!"
him.
Oh, you didn't want to catch him? Okay.
No, I just want to see where they were going. Where the hideout might be.
Ooh, interesting.
All right, you're gonna do that for a while. What are the rest of you doing in the meantime? Torbo still scratching your head?
Yeah, it's very banjo in the streets. Surprisingly,
Very what?
banjo. 45th century sailor slang for a riotous holiday, a noisy day in the streets.
Yeah, despite the chaos that happened yesterday, everybody wanted to get back to their regular lives, and they're trusting in the guard right now to keep things up and going. In the meantime, Alec, after you got the information from this kind stall owner, and you're with Bliss. Bliss is eavesdropping on you. What do you do? You've been given a direction. The Riverside House is where they may be.
Is the Riverside House where we were? The one by the docks?
Was the Riverside House the one that burnt down?
Yeah.
It couldn't possibly be there.
Well, if they are, I don't think they're going to be doing much talking.
You do have a sense of humor.
Mostly comes out when I want to break down and give up hope.
I mean, funny, yeah. I kind of I lift my hand up, look around for the rest of my party, kind of snap my fingers in the air to see if they can hear me. Gesture.
I would have already headed back down to the ground and stand next to Torba.
Are you close to us?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. She'd probably see you, probably a good head and shoulders above the crowd.
A full 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
A full 3 feet above everyone.
Yeah.
And if I don't see you kind of take notice of me, then I'd head over and grab you.
Yeah, if you do gestures, I'll see you and just head over. What is it, Miss Bliss?
The only information we have is the river house, which is likely burnt to crisp. But it's the only information we have.
Not everyone that was there was burnt to a crisp, at least. There's got to be someone who knew that foul things were going on. Granted, this was
there's a basement.
2-3 years ago.
There could be a basement. Wait, there was a basement.
There was?
No. Oh, no. We went to a different place. I'm thinking... Wait. Isn't
Same night, different place.
Okay. I can't remember where the docks was. I guess I thought that was...
The old fishery, where we fought.
It was the old fish... Okay. Oh, so I'm thinking of a completely different place. Okay.
The river house was the one where the cleric controlled water and dumped it.
That's right. Okay. Well, we can always go back and explore some more, I suppose. Might see some familiar faces over there.
Maybe.
Has anyone seen Little Tess?
I saw her go into some alleyways a while back, but I lost track of her when I was keeping eyes on you guys.
I'm sure she'll have a way of finding us.
In the meantime, Tez, you see one of the kids, the kid that you're tailing. They managed to make their way into the alleys just near, like, over here. And you see them wait around. Make a stealth check if you're trying to remain hidden.
Be totally fine.
Oof.
You kids aren't, it's just kids.
All right, and while you're on the rooftop, you kind of see the kid glance at you for a second and then look away from you, and they try to act casual. They're kind of like just pacing back and forth in the alley. And you see him look over toward the crowd, and he makes like a hand gesture. And then he looks back up at you.
What kind of
wave and smile.
Like the hand jive? Was he giving the bird? Like...
Tez, make a insight check. Wait, do you speak Thieves' Cant?
I should.
Alright, if you speak Thieves' Cant, you understand it, the hand gesture as kind of like it's not safe. Keep going. And then when you wave at him, the kid says, "Why are you following me?"
What? I just can't follow you?
It's weird. What the heck do you want?
Stranger danger.
Nothing. You don't have to worry me. I just have to go this way.
I never seen a kid with mushrooms on their face. Ugly.
Oh, thank you. Just ignore me and go on with your business. I happen to be going this way.
Oh, he thinks Des is a child.
Okay. And then he drops Trow and starts pissing in the alleyway. And like his back's turned to you, he just keeps looking back up at you, waiting for you to go away as he pees.
I go outside and transform into a cat. And continue following.
Okay. Back in the gold market, things to evening is starting to fall, so all the shopkeepers are starting to close up their shop. The guards say that it's better to close up a bit earlier, so for about a week, so as the city calms down and everything dies down.
Well, I suppose if we don't have any business here, we should be off. Any objections?
Not much. I feel naked without any of my stuff.
We can go back and get it. It's right around the corner.
Right. Mr. Alec, if you would please give me my pistols.
Wait, what did you say? If you would please what?
Give me my
He
pistols.
wants his guns.
Oh, it's cold. Oh.
I kind of wait with my hands open.
Yeah, take them. Oh, want them?
Alright, thank you. Where is your house again? Is it locked?
It's not locked. Just follow me. It's fine. It's right around the corner. We'll head over there, and then I suppose we'll head up to the Riverside house.
Sure,
Might as well.
sounds good.
We're not worried about Tez being gone.
If need be, I'll remain here on the rooftops and let her know where exactly we're going to be at. Do you want us to meet you at the house, or do you want us to meet you at your apartment?
You can follow along if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. Do you know what direction she... What direction did she go?
Jav, would Balgora have gotten like an idea as to which direction she went before losing track?
She disappeared to the southwest last you saw, but she disappeared into the alleyways, so...
I just kind of shrugged my shoulders. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, you're no help. Well, I was going to send a message, but... That's fine. You do what you... If you wish to stay here, stay here. If you wish to follow me to my apartment, follow me to my apartment. I don't care. We'll drop by there, swing back around, and head up north.
Alright. And I'll head back up to the rooftops, keeping out of sight and just looking out for Tez in case she comes back.
All right. Everybody makes it back toward Bliss's apartment, and you're keeping an eye out for Tez around Bliss's apartment. And Tez, you're following the kids. Weird. Right? And as you follow them, you stop and kind of lay down, yawn, and lazily hang off the edge of a roof. And as you're looking at them, you see the three kids convene, and they meet a fourth one. And they say, "Here you go. We found that big blue guy and got his coin. It's kind of hard because the market was crawling with guards." and the slightly older kid is about 12. He grabs the pouch, looks into it, and says, "Wait, you stole it from that blue guy?" And say, "Yeah, yeah. It was so obvious. How could I not? Are you?" And the older one replies, "Are you stupid? He's the one that saved us from that shitty place. Why don't you go give this back to him?" Like, and they start arguing. And you're just here listening to them argue about getting the coins back to the guy, because when they broke in and saved them from Gaedren, no, they feel free now. So. All right, Tez, are you going to continue watching them?
Are they heading back to the market?
Yeah, they're arguing for a bit, but the older kid commands them to like. He basically like starts like punching them and stuff, like if you don't go, or threatening them with violence if they don't go and return the coins.
Yeah, I'll head back to the market.
Okay, and as you're following them, as they head back to the market, you see the three kids. They kind of take like half the coins and like distribute it amongst themselves. All right. And when they get back to the market, they see that it's still crowded, but people are closing up shop, and it's getting emptier and emptier. And they're like, you see them like looking around for Torbo, but they can't find him. Everybody, whose dog is that?
That's mine. Sorry, he's
Okay, no problem.
annoying and yappy.
When you return to Bliss's apartment and you go in, Bliss, you actually see something on your table.
On my table, like inside.
Yeah, inside.
I'll walk up and see what the fuck it is. Can you shut up? Oh my god.
When you go, you see that it is a
Sorry. I'll shut him up in a second.
no problem. You see it's a black iron coin with a lantern on imprinted on one side.
I'll pick it. Do I recognize the symbol at all?
Yes.
Him. He's like 13 years old.
Perfect, as old as me.
Very needy.
Oh, dog.
Oh no, the dog left.
Oh, did you just PM me? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you did. I love secrets. I'll see if I can pocket it rather nonchalantly.
Uh-huh.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Not very well.
You can re-roll that.
Pocket.
I don't
Oh,
care.
it's just a coin imp. I lent friend some money. Grab your things in the corner.
Wait,
I can't just believe you.
No, it's a critical fail, so it doesn't matter.
does passive insight exist?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay, I don't know
It's
what it
passive
is.
wisdom.
Is it like just like? Well, it's the same as like perception, basically, for me. So
Yeah.
wow, that's high.
No crit fail on skills. That's
Yeah,
a bad rule, though. It should always
Make
be.
a deception check.
You still gotta make deception.
Okay, that's fine.
At least
Oh,
I
I didn't
notice,
really-
but
sorry.
I don't say anything. It's fine.
What happened?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was mostly just joking. You walked into your house and put something in your pocket. That's not exactly a strange thing for someone to do.
Well, I
Yeah.
had looked at it rather curiously. Anyway, grab your things. Let's go.
All right. Chup, 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 chup. Gather everything. make sure it's there. I don't know. I don't think anyone broke in 30 minutes, or I don't know. Alright, I'm ready.
It's all good.
I'm gonna grab a drink and then be right back. Let's head to the Riverside house.
Alright.
So I guess we do a loop towards the gold market since Balgaras is still there to ask if Tez was seen.
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
going on.
Well, he doesn't see Tez, but he sees a black cat or whatever color cat you want to be, Tez.
Yeah, black cat. Meow.
Wow.
Kind
Took
of
a break.
cock an eyebrow a bit, but it's just like, all right, well, not paying attention to that. Scanning the crowd.
One weird cat.
And I changed back
Oh shit.
just right
Oh.
next to Badora.
Oh, there you are. So we have an idea of probably going to the Riverside house.
Oh, I found a
There-
pickpocket. They're over there. I point to the 3 kids.
Well, did you get the money back?
Wait, they followed you?
Nope.
Yeah, well, it's
They were
not
they were the kids that were saved in the old fishery.
Oh. Are they doing alright? Are they still with Gaedren or
Well, it doesn't seem like it.
no?
They did. They're trying to return your money, but you're not here. You're not at the gold market, so.
Huh. Which direction? I'd very much like to see them as we go to the north.
I don't know. Didn't keep track of them afterwards. Since they didn't seem like to know anything about Gaedren.
And they were last seen.
Gold market.
Oh, the gold market. Oh, no. Today, I'll look around there.
It's nighttime, and
Oh, it's not
who's going with Torbo right now?
So
I thought the end-
isn't Tez and Balgora at the gold market?
Oh, okay. All right. So Torba, if you're, who else is everybody at the gold market right now?
Sure, Bliss, Torb, and I were going to go there in order to find Balgora, and hopefully Tez had reappeared.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm here.
Everybody meets up, and Torba, you actually see the kids in an alleyway looking at you, but as soon as Alec comes into view, they're like, "Oh shit," and like duck back into the alley.
Hmm. I'll go myself into the alley. Stay there, Mr. Alec, if you please.
I have that effect on people.
Alright.
As you go into the alleyway, they start backing up.
Hello, little ones. Don't be afraid.
Where's the guard? Are we gonna get arrested?
No, I made a distraction. Huh?
Oh, okay.
By the way, good job on that little steal.
What is
I don't
it?
know. I don't know what you're talking about. And they take the pouch and like throw it at you, and then they run away. Thanks.
Alright.
Thanks for saving us, and they run.
Don't be afraid to visit.
Scoundrels.
Just okay. Fuck. Well. Hey,
But I
I
just
got
have your
my
money back.
50.
Well, half of it. They took half of it.
Oh,
Did you have-
that's fine. Totally fine. Let's say I was 7. Whatever. Alright.
Such good little children. They stole from you.
Well, they gave
Right,
back
lock them up.
half of it. That's something, right? Would it reduce the sentence you would put on them?
What's this? Oh god.
If you want the actual answer. No.
Oh, well, you know, kids, right?
Thieves, what you gonna do? So, Riverside House then, before I start tracking them.
No.
Wait, tracking who?
All right.
Who are you tracking? What's that?
Let's go to the Riverside house before Alec decides to track down the
Oh.
pickpocketing children.
Onward! Yeah, that's what we do, I guess. Everyone is there, so.
All right, yeah, you make your way. It takes you almost an hour to get to the Riverside house. With Tessa's help, she cuts that almost in half, and by now, evening has fallen. The city is dark, but there are like lanterns and torchlights lit up all over the city. And you approach the Riverside house. You see that most of the structure is still intact. There's some semblance of a second floor, but a lot of the like almost half the roof is caved in. Everything is charred black, and a lot of like one side of it is almost like collapsed inward. It's a rough sight to see. Um, there are currently no guards around it. It looks pretty much abandoned.
Mr. Alec, what is the correct procedure? That word. That means plan.
Procedure.
Well, you mean other than going in there and start looking for things?
Yes.
Well, generally we would split ourselves up and each take an area and begin looking through the ash. It's not really a crime scene, so there's nothing to contaminate or move or anything like that. It burnt to the ground.
Oh, alright. I'll take this side and head off slowly, uncertainly.
All right, let's go around. You know that you see that there is a back entrance, a front entrance, and on the eastern side of the house, it's collapsed in and there's like a big hole in it.
Yeah, I'll go through the hole because it's big enough.
All right, you step through the hole, and there are the remnants of what looks like the master bedroom. You see a bed that's all burnt. You see a burnt like rug that looks like it was a bear. Desks are collapsed. All items here are charred and pretty much useless. Who else is going in?
Balgor
Yep.
would have.
We're at the old fishery, right?
No, you're at the Riverside house.
Ah, okay. Nah, I'll wait outside.
All right, Balgor is going in.
I'll go inside.
Yeah, everyone except us.
All right, y'all going through the front door, back door,
I'm
or side
moonbathing.
hole?
Does it look quiet?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Took forever to load up my sheet. That's weird. Perception.
You hear something that sounds like a cry, but it sounds more. But it could have easily been mistaken for wind, like rushing through the house, like whistling.
But other than that, nothing. Is there any windows to peek into? Is it just all kind of burned out?
Oh, it's all burned out. The windows are shattered, so you can see inside easily enough.
And there's nobody in, or as far as we can see.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll go through the front door. Why not?
Yeah, you go through the front door and you see immediately to your right. You see a partially collapsed staircase, and the hallway extends out, and there are a few doors that have since been burnt and knocked down. Two to your left, two to your right.
Well, I guess split up and look for something like a hidden passageway or somewhere that he was trying to sneak the children out, perhaps. I don't think he was even brazen enough to do it out the front door.
Any hidden I don't have anything that can help me with that magically. Damn. I will kind of do a quick around the room, just kind of looking for what looks like, I don't know, maybe hidden panels or a trapdoor or something. Not a trapdoor, but like a what is that called? A hatch.
Okay. Make a perception. Oh, make an investigation check.
Okay. Not my best, but we'll try. Dirty 20s, gotta love them.
Okay. What is that now?
Sorry, there's my eyes. Sorry. Sorry.
Bliss, what's your passive perception?
It is a 14.
Okay. Alec, where are you going? Bliss, you're currently in the main hallway, or did you move into another room?
What kind of looks to be maybe, I mean, I'll go through room by room, I suppose. But whatever like the biggest room is that's not like the main living room. I would assume something like that might be in a back room.
All right, yeah. So you're in what looks like the dining room right now. There's a fireplace that's been burnt out. Alec, are you gonna take another room? You can go ahead and what are you gonna do in the other room?
The same thing I told Bliss to look for. Some sort of hidden hatch or trap door or something where they try to spirit kids out of.
All right, make an investigation check as you go. So Bliss went to the right into the dining room. You went to the left into what looks like the main living quarters. Go ahead and make an investigation check. All right, you start combing through the room, feeling along the burnt-out floorboards, clearing off ash and rubble. Bliss is doing that in the other room. Belgora, what are you doing?
I would have assisted Bliss in searching.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Investigation. Yeah.
All right, and Torba, what are you doing?
Just walking until something catch my eyes.
Okay, you're in the main bedroom. Everything looks pretty burnt out. However, when you're in here, you hear what sounds like footsteps coming from above, as if someone was on the second floor.
I look up.
With what little moonlight that's filtering through this room, it's dim light all around you, but when you look up to the ceiling, you can't see anything really. It's kind of dark, and then you see like a shadow shift.
As we came in, is that building kind of out of the like further away from other buildings, or like could someone jump from a roof to another?
No. I'm gonna say no. It was kind of a bit isolated.
Okay. Then I just take note of keep tracking the sounds basically, but move over to just I don't know, the next room until I see someone, and just tell them, no, someone is on the roof. Funny enough.
Alright, as you walk past it, let's see.
Do I die?
Yes.
Well,
Sorry.
Don't worry, it was painful all the way through.
You hear it again, but this time it's not above you. You hear it on the floor behind you.
Okay, that's not normal. Slowly, like in a ghost movie, turn around.
And as you turn around, you see, illuminated by the moonlight, a small figure on the ground, on all fours, crawling toward you. It looks up to you, and while at first you think it's a child, as soon as it turns its face up and looks at you, you see that it is definitely not a child.
Oh my god!
Oh, Christ.
And
Oh
it starts
my god!
crawling on all fours toward you, and leaps up to attack you.
What the hell is wrong with you, Chab?
No sound leave my lips. I'm just.
I'd imagine very soon we're gonna hear a gunshot.
Yeah, basically, but I don't know if I'm fast enough.
This is why I stayed outside.
It's nice outside, no monsters.
What's your initiative? What's your
Roll?
initiative?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can click on anything. So
So just click your token and roll it.
I
Oh, you can't click. You can just roll it so I can just see
Okay.
what it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It leaps up onto you and sinks its nasty teeth into your neck.
Ugh.
But just before it does, you manage to push it off, and it goes.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
Yeah, I answer back. You. Ah! Click, click,
Oh my
and shoot.
god.
Just what the heck? Oh, he's close to me, right? Melee.
Oh yeah, he's right
Okay,
there in
so
front of you.
disadvantage. I guess I'll use a
Go for
grit point to give myself advantage to do a normal.
All right.
Because fuck that. Oh.
Would we have heard the things?
Absolutely. You heard it scream. You heard Torba scream. You heard the gunshot. That splinters the burned up wood as it, like, with surprising speed, leaps out of the way and clutches onto the wall, and is looking at you sideways from the wall.
I'm kind of looking at Bliss like, what the hell was that? Was that Torba? What was that?
Then I'll just pull out my shield with my. Oh wait, is a shield an action to pull out or something? Or a bonus?
Just say it's part of an object interaction.
Okay, then I'll pull out my shield. And
All
that's
right. Everybody hears a gunshot come from the orphanage.
Oh my god. Yeah, once we hear
run
the sound,
towards
I'm
home.
gonna run towards the sound.
All right. As you walk in, you see Torba pulling out a shield, holding out a gun in front of him, and you see a strange, like, burnt and charred, and also like decayed humanoid child clinging to the wall, staring at Torba, its fangs bared. What do you guys do?
You
You guys can go ahead and roll initiative. I'll
Okay.
keep track of it unofficially.
Uh-oh.
Hope we don't have tokens clicked then. Oh.
Wait, let me just put it. I'll put your tokens here.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god. That's a
Ew.
big ass baby.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh shit, I didn't roll initiative. Oh no.
Oh, do I just reroll?
I got you. What was your thing again? 16, I think.
16, 18.
Yeah.
Ouch. I want
All
a
right.
cupcake.
First up. So I'm just gonna say y'all. So Torba's right here. It's on the wall next to him, and you're all just running in, except Tez, you're a bit farther away.
Yeah. No.
You all burst through the door at the same time, and Tez is somewhere else as it leaps again, trying to leap over Torba's shield and attack him. And Torba, you bring up your shield and it slams into it, and instead of falling to the ground, it falls upward, kind of like jumping upward and flipping and hanging upside down on the ceiling, looking down toward all of you.
What the hell?
And then as it does so, it crawls past you, Torba, and stays on top of Bliss and Balgora and Alec.
Damn.
Tez, what do you do when you hear the gunshot?
Whoops, sounds like someone must have had a misfire, huh? And I start making my way towards there, see if I can look through. Yeah, just make my way there so I can see what's happening inside.
Okay. I make your way and you pop your head inside, and you see you can see through the moonlight. You see a creepy child on the ceiling, looking down at Bliss, Alec, and Balgora, and Torba is just now turning around to face it on the ceiling. Can you make a religion check?
Creepy child danger.
Okay. So with that check, you can tell that this is some kind of undead child creature.
Wow, good guess.
Well, don't do my
I
traditional
never
duties,
would
I
have
guess.
expected that.
How far am I from it?
Completely a surprise.
Just that, like whatever's there, that's accurate distance.
He's on the roof?
That's accurate distance. He's on the ceiling though. Yeah, the ceiling's about 10 feet high.
Awesome. I thorn whip it and just get down here.
Get over here!
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Wow, so betrayed.
Whip that baby.
18.
That hits.
1, yeah. And I pull it 10 feet closer.
Y'all can't
Alright.
ever judge me for killing a child ever again.
Well, it's already dead.
Your whip lashes out and you pull it toward you. It's right on you.
Oh,
Anything else? Anything else, Tez?
Let's see, that was action bonus. I don't have a bonus action. That's all I can do.
All right, Torba, what do you do?
I found a clue. I don't like it. I shoot.
Go ahead.
Bang!
God damn.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't aim. Ah.
As it's writhing around, your blast almost deafens everybody, and it splinters the wood next to the thing, but it rolls out of the way and it kind of spins around, looking at all of you, feeling threatened.
Aim,
Anything else,
man,
Torba?
aim. It's just a dead kid.
Okay. You do you. That's my turn.
All right, Bliss. You see this creepy undead child just.
mm, Well, it definitely weighs more than 10 pounds. That's okay. That's out of the question. What I am going to do is yeah, I'll just pull out my rapier, and I'm quite tall. I could probably reach the ceiling with a swing, or wherever it's at the wall.
It's on the ground now. Tez,
Oh, it's on the ground.
grab it off the ceiling and pull it to the ground.
Yeah, I'll kind of tiptoe up to it and flick out with my rapier.
Go for it. That hit.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. You start exhausting it. You lose 4 points of. Takes 4 points of damage, piercing damage. But you see that as you pierce it, it's not as effective as you thought it would be.
Oh god.
It seems unflinching.
Kill it! Kill it, Alec!
Alec, you
my
see Bliss ineffectually stab it with her rapier. What do you do?
I walk towards it and hold up my holy symbol. By the power of the Dawn Flower, you will fear me. And I channel divinity, turn undead.
All right. What kind of save is that? Again, wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom 14.
Oh, he's religious, man.
And as you cast that, it goes. And it jumps up onto the ceiling again and like crawls through a hole in the ceiling and out of sight.
It moved?
Yeah, it can move.
It has to run away. I'm guessing it has to end up.
Oh,
So an undead makes it run away.
Yeah, on its turn, but it was going to be its turn shortly anyway.
I was gonna stunning strike it.
I'm just gonna say that that would have been the end of the combat anyway, so you got rid of it.
What was that?
What was that? I've never seen that.
Well, it was dead. It's a child, so it's an undead child.
Yeah, any insight into what else
sure,
it could have been?
Oh yeah, make a religion check, Alec.
Wow.
It is the child that was never christened.
It didn't get baptized.
It was an undead child.
So it fled or died? I was away.
It fled. It
Okay.
fled.
Well, damn.
And this is what you find out.
Zombie babies. Zombie babies.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Something like that can only happen when the tortured soul of a wee one is slain in an area that's been corrupt. I would assume that it goes without saying that this orphanage has been corrupted.
Like most things in this God's forsaken city.
The gods have not forsaken it yet.
Well, we did just see an undead baby.
Free will, it's a blessing and a curse.
Oh, the baby decided to be corrupt. Oh.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Thank you, Bliss, for interpreting that for me.
You're
So-
very welcome, dear.
Do we want to try to find what's been corrupted or just continue this?
Let's keep taking a look around here. There must be something.
Well,
Well,
that thing will come back.
Well, if it comes back, then you kill it.
I hope it does.
Yeah, you hear. Yeah, and now that it disappeared, you can hear like.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's so sad.
Mommy? Daddy?
it's still there?
Where did you go? You just start hearing whispering coming from upstairs.
Ooh. Do you think it has a place it came from, or do you think it came from here? Is it corrupted in here? Can you tell?
Well, this is an orphanage, so I'm assuming it came from here. Likely died in the fire.
But why would, if any fire and death was there, why would it be corrupted?
Doesn't necessarily mean the fire had to be corrupted. It means this place was of some source of great evil.
Which means,
It means that somebody corrupted the air with necromantic magics.
huh?
There's something to be found here, and we should find it.
And who do we know that was here last time?
There was that halfling person.
Mhm. Maybe she know about this corruption?
Well, we would need to find them first.
Possibly, possibly not. But I'd like to take a look here before we start hunting down people elsewhere.
I agree. Shall we
I need a drink.
put it out of its misery?
I do think
Comes
that maybe
back,
we should
sure.
all stay as a group instead of separating into different rooms, just so we don't get caught off guard.
But then let's get on with it. We've searched this room. Have we? Have you searched the room?
I don't see anything.
But it went upstairs, so...
And you didn't see anything?
No, I said it went upstairs. I
Oh.
have not gone upstairs.
Let's go downstairs.
Yeah, in the rooms that Bliss, Alec, and Balgor searched, you guys tried to brush ash away and debris, but you couldn't find any hatches or trapdoors or anything.
One of you stronger types, just get down here and pry up a board or something.
What to the Lord?
Right.
If there's a basement, we'd be able to see it, wouldn't we?
Only if we
If
look in the
there's-
right spot.
Or if you see stairs that are leading down, or maybe a hatch.
We already looked in the rooms. There's no hatches.
Yeah, there are more rooms. You guys can.
Oh, there's more oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep searching the rooms one by one and see if we can find some kind of underground
All right.
entrance.
As you folks go through the house, combing through it, the constant sound of children crying from upstairs. You manage to. Everybody make an investigation check. This would be a group check.
Okay.
You.
Oh boy!
Oh, not good.
Oh wow! Never
Oh,
mind.
nice.
Yeah.
Torba has a... Alright, never mind.
He's not the smartest. That's
Are
fine.
you
Is
surprised?
it really a surprise? Yeah.
All right. As everybody's going through the house, combing through every inch of it, looking under burnt up beds, broken cabinet, you do manage to find a loose floorboard. It seemed to have been protected from most of the fire from an overturned cabinet, and when you push the cabinet over, it's not a trap door per se, but it's like a small platform that kind of, when you look at it, you when you push it down, it creates a small hole that's only about 2 feet across. Oh no, like 1.5 feet across by 1.5 feet across.
Tez,
Yes.
do you think I'm able to fit down here?
Well, no, your horns won't fit.
Well, maybe we could get Torba to try.
I said Tez, not Torba.
I looked
Well, he could try.
Sure,
the
Torba.
hole?
Why don't you try this little match? Why don't you try? I would love to see you try.
Yes.
at. Okay. And head
Don't,
on over.
No, don't.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
boo.
Mr. Alec knows best, and I stop.
Yeah, it looks like Tez is the only one that would fit in there. It's tiny.
Oh, whatever.
Let us know if you
I,
see the child.
Alright. If I don't come back, I probably ran off somewhere. And it would probably shape into a cat and would crawl in.
All right, you leap onto the platform, and it sinks down a bit. And when you get inside, with the light that's filtering through from the moonlight outside, you can see that this is like a basement of sorts, and you see a door right in front of you, and a hold on. I'm gonna sneeze, but it went
Uh-oh.
away. It went away. This sucks.
I hate that. It's the worst.
It's gonna jump
Anyway.
out at you.
Okay.
Achoo.
And Tez, when you're looking around, you see that there's actually like a crank, and there is a chain attached to this little platform that's connected to the sides of the hole above. And the floor is about 5 feet below you.
Hmm.
And as soon as you leap down and some light goes into the hole, you hear "Who's there?"
Meow.
Oh, it's just a cat. Okay.
Who is it?
Make a perception check with disadvantage. They're in a dark corner. Cats don't have dark vision.
Yes. Thought
Really?
they did. Nope, I guess not. Let's see. My perception is my own perception, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Oh, much.
What disadvantage? Yeah.
All right. You see someone in the corner. You see their shape. They have like blonde hair, but it's filthy now. And what were once fine nobles' robes are now like ripped and torn and matted. And you see he's clutching a wand in his hand, holding it to his chest, and his knees are pulled up to his chest as well. And he's kind of looking up at the cat and says, "Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty."
Gonna eat you.
Oh, my cat just looked at me when I did that.
I turn back around and run back and tell the group I found staying as a cat using
No, come
silent
back.
speech.
Come back, kitty.
You said he's wearing noble's clothes. What did he look like?
Well, he was wearing ready noble clothes. He seems like he'd been down here for quite a while. He had a wand. Seemed really panicked.
Yes, but what did he look like?
What did he look like?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
With Tez.
Oh, Tess. Okay.
Lovely.
Oh God.
He seems vaguely familiar, but you can't quite put a finger on it.
I shrug as a cat.
Wait, but don't you keep your score though? Because you're
Yeah,
it's
that is.
so close too.
Oh no! Damn it!
What?
Oh, sorry.
I tried switching tabs and I accidentally hit the X.
Well, there's a strange noble in the floorboards, clutching a wand in a place that's been corrupted and has undead children in it. I think we go
Did
pay
he
him a
look
visit.
scared? Did he look powerful? Probably
Um,
not, since he's dressed in rags and clutching a wand and quivering at the sight of a cat.
Yep, basically.
I'll lean my head down, kind of slightly underneath the hole.
Can you fit with the horns?
Like, my face can fit in well, whatever. Okay, I lean down. I cut my hands over my mouth. Listen, I'm not sure who you are, and you're not quite sure who we are, but we can't exactly fit down here. We found a sick child upstairs, and well, the entire place is burned out, and I'm not sure how long you've been down there.
They're
You
not
might-
children.
What did he say?
They're not children. And wait, I recognize your
sick
voice.
Child, sick child is a bit of an exaggeration. Oh, I'm Bliss.
Wait a second. You're that whore that came to the mill.
Courtesan. Oh, is he 100% Bill? Would I recognize his voice?
Yeah, he's the guy that you knocked out and let go at the end when he showed you the place where Gaedren was.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, you're Starling. That was a very fun part. Anyway, well, you're surrounded. So I would suggest that you find a way up here before we burn the rest of this place down and you in it.
I can't.
Why can't you? We've seen you downstairs. You're clutching a wand, dressed in
How
rags.
I can't get out. You think I haven't wanted to get out?
Well, why can't you get out?
There's a thing in the other room.
Oh, the child's dead.
She's not wrong.
No, there's another thing.
What other thing?
I don't know. A ghost.
A ghost? What the
ask
thing
him
that's
how we
crying? That's
get-
the child, and it's dead now. So.
Ask him how we get to the other room so we can get him the hell out of there.
How do we get in there? Did you
There's
come in through this hole?
No, I can't fit in that hole. You crazy?
I don't know. You weren't
There's
that
a-
large for man. In any sense of the term.
Naughty.
You don't know that. Oh, there's a well in the back. There's a
well?
grate in the wall that comes off at the bottom. You walk through a tunnel, then it leads to a door.
Well, I suppose you're not going anywhere, so.
But there's a thing there.
We'll take care of it, darling.
Ask him what the thing is.
He won't tell me.
It's a ghost.
He said there's a ghost.
I've never fought a ghost before.
How about you ask him what the ghost looks like?
What does the ghost look like?
My guess is
It
he's
looks
going
like-
to say a
What?
ghost.
I don't know. It's wearing like children's clothes, and it has like a goat's head. It's a ghost.
A goat's head.
It's an evil spirit.
I kind of look back with like a curious and slightly intimidated look. That doesn't
Do I
sound
know
very
what they're
pleasant.
talking about?
Alec cocks his head and thinks.
I kind of do minor illusion to make the words say, "Can't we just leave him down there?"
Oh, we certainly can.
But the clues.
We don't know
We're
if
not-
there's anything
We're
down there.
not leaving a man
Where's
down
Gaedren?
there to die.
Where's Gaedren?
He was supposed to meet me here. He
Well,
said.
he
He
hasn't
said.
been here yet.
He said I was supposed to get his nest egg from here and give it to him, but when I came here, there's nothing.
There's no nest egg.
There's nothing, and then the place was on fire, and I couldn't get out, and there was a ghost, and then I was stuck here, and then I'm hungry.
Okay, shh.
And
Oh.
He's a loose end.
How long
Please-
have you been here?
please get me out.
I think we
I
should
don't
go
know,
down and get him.
Two days.
I can't see the sun. There's nothing. I don't know.
I'll think about it. We'll think about it.
I got
Now,
you.
where is that nest egg supposed to be?
I would assume it's in the room where he's at.
In that room down there?
Yes.
No, there's nothing down there. Insight check. I'm gonna insight check him.
Okay, go ahead. Try.
Nice.
Ooh.
Let's see. Let's see.
Well, sir.
I say.
Oh God, what have I done? Let's see what he's got. He's got a. You can tell that he is lying.
He's got it down there. I kind of whispered to Party. This is a good question. Give me 1 second. What do I can see? Can you crawl over here into the light?
Oh, okay. And he gets up and stumbles over to the shaft of moonlight coming through the hole.
As soon as I see him come into range, I'll point at him and fuck. It's one word command. Damn. I could
Heal?
suggestion.
Come.
No. I'll say first of all, before I cast a spell, I'll say what you were supposed to pick up for Gaedren, the nest egg. Give, and I'll command him. Then.
Ooh.
Alright, what kind of save is that?
That is a wisdom save.
One word command. What are you gonna say?
I say give. I said first. I said the nest egg before I cast a spell, so he knows what I'm talking about, and then I say give.
Okay.
It's very
He
clever.
he places he goes to the winch, cranks it so the platform goes down a bit, puts a bag on it, and you can hear like the clinking of glass as he puts the bag on it, like a small pouch, and cranks the winch to make it go up again, and then the little platform carries up the bag to you.
Oh, you're an angel. Thank you, darling. And then I shut the trapdoor. I'll grab the thing and shut the trapdoor.
No!
We're
Oh, you
going
can't- you
down
can't-
there
you
and
can't
getting him.
You can't shut it. It's kind of like a platform, so you can't like pull it up. It's just a little platform that goes up and down.
Oh,
Whatever.
You just take it and say bye.
I'll take it, say goodbye, and then I'll use Mage Hand to, I don't know, move some rubble over the hole or something.
No! Please!
We're
So tough it
helping
out,
that
darling.
man. I hope you realize that.
What did you say?
We're helping that man.
What do you mean we're helping him?
He needs help.
What?
We are here.
Didn't you say just?
And we tried helping him. We let him go.
You can help him later, my dear. We have no time.
We
I
tried helping him before.
have time
we let him
now.
go.
It's a man that tortures children. You're really going to help him? What you going to
Yes.
do? Let him
I don't
free?
torture children.
Well, that's not what I saw at the fishery, but
I would like to insight check on that.
Go ahead.
Bing! Damn it!
Oh,
Big Bang.
From what you've seen, Balgora, you didn't see him directly involved with the children. It was more the gnome and the orc.
I'll just.
He's guilty by association.
I want to peek to look at him, and just talk.
Wait, you're gonna pee on him?
Peek.
gross.
Peek.
Oh,
She,
He's
she
a-
like
Yeah.
closed her.
Gross, dude. Like, oh my god.
Jesus. Who do you think?
My God.
Anyways, yeah, peek.
You know, it's time to R. Kelly. Okay.
Uh,
Pete, you gonna peek through the floorboards or?
I just wanna be able to see him.
All right, make a perception check.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was. He's not in the light or something.
No, it's because she got covered by
It doesn't matter
rubble and
if
stuff.
if I see him that much, but anyways.
You see a little sliver of moonlight going through the cracks, and he's kind of on the floor looking up, and like he's on his knees. He's like, "Please."
Yes. If you want out, maybe you should tell us what you've been doing with Gaedren, right? Then we can help you.
I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything.
Maybe tell a
Just
little
save
bit
me.
right now.
I was the one who made that nest egg for him.
I'm actually, while they're talking, I'm actually going to investigate what I got.
All right. As you're investigating the pouch, you open it up, and they're like small little vials of a clear liquid.
I'll kind of open one up carefully and give it a smell. I'm familiar with poison, so
Make a. Do you have a poisoner's kit or something? Do you have some kind of kit?
I don't
I've got
think
an
I had it on
herbalist
here.
kit on me.
What?
I was supposed to. I just didn't add it. Whoops.
Okay. You can make an intelligence check with proficiency, since you're proficient in that kit.
Okay. So this is a +2. Oh my
Alright.
god!
You kind of know what it is even before you smell it or anything. You just look at it and you know immediately this is a street drug called Shiver.
Oh my God.
Who were those for?
They're for Gaedren. He's gonna sell them and make some money back.
Ah. I look at Alec. Is that enough for your prison?
For my what?
Is that enough to arrest him immediately as soon as we get him out?
Oh yes.
Perfect. The well you said?
Yes.
Far off or close by?
It's just in the backyard.
Backyard. Perfect. Thank you, darling. Most helpful.
Alright. I'll whisper to the rest. You go ahead. I'll stay by this hole. Just in case.
Who's here to kill that ghost?
Jav, as we're moving through the burnt building, I'm gonna keep an eye out for like a good-sized brick. Just to take. Yeah, I keep forgetting the past 2 sessions. Now I want the brick. I'm gonna remember.
You find a brick.
I find a brick. Excellent. Gonna add this.
Yeah.
My god.
Good job.
I'm
You
gonna
got it.
hit the brick.
It took how
Guys,
many? But I'm gonna change my mind. I want to put something over the hole, so just in case he can be a cat too, for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Intelligence of -2.
Yeah, just... Oh, I don't want to stay here. I'll put something over it. Okay.
Chat, would I recognize anything about the ghost with the goat head?
Make a religion check. And, Bliss, as you're looking through the pouch of Shiver, you see there are like, almost like 20 tiny little vials all in there. And it looks enough for about like a shot of Shiver. And you, Alec, you would know the street price of each bottle of Shiver is about 1 silver.
You can take them to the guard, or I can dump them out here. I've no use for them.
You can dump them right here.
It's just drugs, right? It wouldn't be any useful as like some kind of
Poison?
poison.
I just need one of them. Oh, it's a poison, alright.
Oh yeah, it's evidence.
Oh, if it's a poison, I'll keep it.
That's a poison in the same way every drug is a poison.
Oh Lord.
It slowly takes over the body. You can't rest. You can't do anything except get another hit. And then one day, you don't wake up.
I'm about to drink it to put myself out of my misery.
Go for it. I'll have to arrest you.
Alright.
She's in possession of drugs. You should arrest her right now. Alright, you folks get your bricks. Tez, you with that check, I'm gonna say, when you describe children's clothing and goat's head, it kind of reminds you of something you learned about. It's not quite clear, but you've heard of something called an attic whisperer. So often what happens is similar to, let me see if I can copy paste a little bit of it. What they tend to do is, just like the Tianak that Alec talked about earlier, they're a result of a lonely or neglected child's death. But instead of the body being animated as a undead creature, the creature instead takes like the toys and like the abandoned clothes and cloths and forms it around its incorporeal self, and its head is usually places like a goat's skull or like a fox's skull or some other kind of small skull on top of this amalgamation of stuffed animals and clothes. And it haunts places like that.
Well then.
And as you folks approach the well and decide how you're gonna get down it, let's take a break there as I go buy cigarettes. And never come back.
I was about to say that.
Oh no. Our daddy DM left to get cigarettes.
It's alright, we just need to wait for him. Even if it
He'll
takes
come back
decades.
eventually.
He'll come back eventually. right, guys?
In 5
Right?
years.
29 years and counting.
If we're good players, he will.
Oh my god. This is
I
getting
do
really
better.
sad. Alright, let's...
It's a really sad. We're in an orphanage with
Ow.
dead children.
Yeah, it took me about 15-20 minutes, so I'll be back by then. I'll let you
Say
know.
it's 15 or 20. It's gonna be an hour from now.
It'll be 10 years.
I swear we'll be better our peers.
My last DM never came back.
He went to get cigarettes.
Alright, how are we gonna fight a specter? Because...
By killing it.
Bullets.
Well, alright, so Alec is the only religious... Well, He's
Tez
the
seems
only
to have
religious person?
something.
I live in a cathedral.
That's true.
I think Bliss might be slightly religious, but I don't know what god she would follow.
There is the
Like
goddess of
several
beauty.
pamphlets he can give you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Just what I needed. Are they Pathfinder gods?
Yes.
Probably.
How that one god, the black and yellow one, the gray swords disguised as?
Is
Say
there,
what?
Oh,
Is there a god?
damn it!
Is there a god of second chances?
What's that name?
Mm. I just went off the list of deities that he gave that were like more commonly worshipped in the town. But they're definitely all just like the generic Pathfinder.
Callistra.
That's what it was, Callistra.
What about Callistra?
That's the god that Bliss can go.
Oh, she's chaotic neutral. Oh, that's not bad.
Holy crap, she could be chaotic good or chaotic evil.
Who?
Callistra.
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
No, we kill undead things the same way you kill everything else. You get in its face and you hit it until it dies.
If only it could be that easy.
It's always that easy. It just
No,
gets
we need to make it more
complicated once you
complicated.
roll initiative.
Let me just say two numbers that will stop me from getting within melee range. 1 and 4. My armor class.
Uh-huh.
I'll still try though. I'll figure something out.
You're gonna have to fight somehow, some way, so if it's from ranged, then sure.
Cause we're not level 4 yet, so this technique that Balgora has been working on, she doesn't have it yet. That is something that will help me fight from afar.
Surprisingly, I don't think she would follow the goddess of beauty because the goddess of beauty is also the goddess of love, which Bliss may not believe in.
Who is the goddess of beauty?
Shaylin.
Ah, I did not get down to that list yet. Let me see.
I can give you a pamphlet about her.
Oh my god.
Isn't there an
Have you
Art,
heard the
beauty,
good word?
love, and
Have you heard the
music.
good word?
He's got several gods up under his shield.
Is there a god of gunpowder?
Well,
Um,
Saren raised the eternal light, and gunpowder blows things up, so, maybe you could get in with her.
So she's like
Kaboom.
the god of when, in the short amount of time where the boom boom goes bright.
Right, yeah, she's like the god of gunshots.
Nice.
Totally.
I doubt she's neutral. Did he say 20 minutes?
You said like 15.
15?
Yeah, he
10,
said
15.
15, 20. Yeah.
5 minutes ago? Or I don't remember.
Not even 5 minutes ago.
Fuck.
Just assume you got like half an hour.
Great session so far.
Pretty good.
That's the that part you got robbed, and you didn't notice.
Amen.
Hey, they did give it back
That
though.
was awesome.
They didn't
Yes.
give all of it back. They pocketed some of the money.
Grandpa Torba. How old is Torba?
You don't know?
You don't know? Okay.
Insight check.
You can tell he's old, but
He looks old. He
Yeah.
looks like Santa Claus.
yeah. But who knows what that means? Could be. I don't know what it could be, but it could be a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Maybe for above like age in reverse, and you're actually like 1.
Oh shit.
Aha! It was a wig all along.
Even your ear hair?
Oh. Dies. Die, I mean, whatever. It's all fake. It's not even my head.
Oh god, he was 6 halflings in a jacket the entire time.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, do I get another? Do I get another cupcake?
Cupcake.
Yeah, of course, it's a cupcake.
Yeah.
Is it pink? Blue?
I have green ones that are vanilla, and I have blue ones that are chocolate.
Green? Is there mint?
No, it's just frost. It's like the same
Okay.
flavor of frosting.
Okay. Damn. Then green.
Okay, great.
Why not both?
Why? That's true. Why not both?
How
That's
many
very
do you have?
Sandwich.
I got a lot.
A sandwich cupcake? Ooh. Like eat them like Pringles, just one after the other.
Okay, I'll grab a cupcake. I'll be right back.
Yogurt and pickles.
Let's
Why?
not start that
Why?
again.
Why?
Who needs food? All you need is water.
Hmm? No.
Ooh, chocolate baguettes.
What?
Ooh, that sounds so good.
Yeah. Where go?
I miss the chocolate pan in France. It's really good. Best breakfast food. Oh my god. Oh, so, how's it going? How's it going, guys?
Going well so far?
I'm eating a burrito.
A burrito?
Yes. I have myself muted though because I don't want other people to hear me eating a burrito.
Nom nom.
Oh,
No.
gross.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Okay.
Not sure, what are you saying, Cupcake Mouth?
Okay, what should I play for this new game on Friday? Should I play? It's like high fae fantasy races. Should I play a dryad that's like essentially a librarian? Or a gargoyle that's like a former city guard security kind of person?
Wait, a
You
what?
should play another tiefling.
Yeah, which one's a
That's
blue
blue.
tiefling?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's completely different than Sam though. She's so different than Sam. I just found her portrait and immediately I had the character in mind, so I had to play it.
Yeah, she's just not violent or physical. She's just more We'll go.
Mentally violent. I don't know.
She's not that violent. Well,
No, yeah, but you know, vicious smoker.
She's
there's,
not as
there's a lot of
violent.
things y'all don't know, so.
She's more than just a whore.
What?
Wow, wow!
She's a tiefling.
Oh, she's a tiefling whore, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta still write her backstory up, I'm so bad. Ugh.
Still?
Well, I mean, Jav knows all the basics. Like, he knows the gist of her character.
I mean, you know how long it took her to write Sam.
It took me like 4 weeks to write Sam. It was like the 4th session before I had Sam's backstory.
I mean, how much of a backstory you guys giving in? I gave him like 2 paragraphs of why I'm in the city and why I'm alive still.
Oh, I
Same.
had like a sheet or 2 maybe for Sam. Not much.
Mine is pretty good.
Bliss may have, I don't know, Bliss may have a little bit more fleshed out. I kind of want to push myself to flesh it out really well, but I just don't have time. I'm moving on Monday and Tuesday, and I'm busy.
Gee.
You're moving again?
Yeah, I'm moving to New Mexico.
How many times have you moved this year?
It's the same
this
move she's
year,
been talking about for weeks.
this year I haven't moved, but I've had 4 12+ hour cross-country moves in 2 years. 5 if you include coming back from England to
Oh my God.
Florida. Ugh.
I walked from one side of my house to the other last week. It was tiring.
You have a big house.
Nah, it's really small.
I spin in my chair.
Yeah, I went from my desk to my bed.
Can you
I
see
I'd
the
imagine.
bed from your desk?
My chair.
Here, let me just go to my bed.
Perfect.
I'm on my bed now.
Do you guys think he's okay?
Good, no.
Oh god. Everything's pain.
Yeah, I think it's his back decompressing. I do that a whole lot. I had to move my whole computer setup from my bedroom into my living room. That was annoying. Because, you have to take apart the desk. It's a whole bunch of moving parts.
Nah, just throw it down the stairs. It'll break itself.
Oh, please, no. Everything
I mean,
on here is
just put it back
super
together.
expensive. Was that?
Nah. Just throw it down the stairs. It'll deconstruct itself, and you just put it back together.
Super glue.
Yeah. If you can't throw your desk down the stairs, then it wasn't sturdy enough, and you should probably get a new one anyway.
If
I
you
had to
can-
move it because
If you
I
can,
had to move it because I got a VR headset and my bedroom didn't have any room.
You have a VR headset?
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, you should take Boneworks when it's out soon.
Oh, I want to get that so bad. It
Yeah.
looks so cool.
Being
I
a
started
fan
up
of-
on Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber 2, but it's free, right? It's a free game.
Well, Boneworks isn't out yet. I have it on my wish list though.
It's soonish, yeah, I think. It's like a few months. They announced the trailer at some point. Yep. Alright, BRB.
Just not back.
What is her name? Oh. Ouch. My God, Jab.
He's gonna be
He's
back, I swear.
gone.
It's okay, Daddy's home.
He's back!
yay!
You didn't leave us.
It has only been 10 years. He's come back to us.
Okay, so you guys approach the well. You look down. You can't see down it. Actually, the people with dark vision can see that it is about 50 feet deep.
Oh, all right.
50 feet deep.
Well, I'm certainly not going down there myself.
I do have a rope.
Tez.
Meow.
Cats have 9 lives, don't they?
You're not
No.
thinking of what?
You can't say no in cat form.
I can whip trying to speak.
Oh. What? That's really cool. I didn't know that.
How do you think Tez talked to you when she was a cat?
Oh, I thought I guess I must have thought she was a halfling then. Well, I'm sure we could just tie you up with rope and lower you down there.
Why don't you have Torba do it?
Torba.
Do I fit? He left us.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you can fit in the well.
all right. I'll tie the rope to something very sturdy, whatever that is.
You're gonna go inside.
Inside?
You're gonna go in the well. Well.
Yeah, I just want to tie a rope to go down.
Okay. You tie a rope to one part of the wooden structure on top of the well, and you lower it down.
Can I? Okay. Well, yeah. Can I inside check the wood?
What?
Is it gonna break?
Do you have carpenter's tools or anything?
Oh shit, no.
Okay, just make a straight intelligence check then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
It seems fine.
Alright, I tied it up
It's my first 0 roll I've ever
with
seen.
everything on me, all the gear, super heavy, and start going on.
Seems good.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, if it can hold his weight, it can hold us.
Yeah. Or it's slowly breaking. Alright. Do I reach the bottom?
All right, Torba, you're making your way down. Make an athletics check. It's quite easy. It's gonna be easy. All right, yeah, you make it down easy enough. Everybody above, as he's climbing down the well, when he gets about 25 feet down, you hear and you see the wood kind of like bending. The wood is like bending where the rope is tied off to.
Torba, I'd
Yes?
hurry.
Why?
Just get to the bottom.
Doop, doop, doop.
I go and I try to just hold the rope, relieve some of the
Okay.
pressure.
Make an athletics check.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
no.
going well.
It
All right,
helps.
Torba, make another athletics check just for the last half of the rope. All right. As soon as you get to the bottom, Alec, the wood snaps. Like it doesn't snap in half, but it breaks, so it buckles a bit, and the rope like goes down. And Torba, you fall like the last like 3 feet, and you kind of splash into the water that's built up at the bottom of the well. Alec, you almost get pulled in, but you manage to hold onto the rope, and you're just fine. You're kind of like stomach on the lip of the well.
I snicker and cat.
So that's what you mean. Okay.
And Torba, when you're at the bottom of the well, you look up, you see the hole 50 feet above, and then you look around you, and you don't see shit, except you see the light that's coming from 50 feet above. You see the slight, shadowy outline of a grate that's big, that's about 5 feet high and 5 feet across.
Oh, this calls for a torch. I will light a torch.
All right, and you can see the grate, and you can see through the grate. It's like a shallow hallway. And at the end of it, there is it's a hallway, and it like slopes upward slightly.
Do you see anything down there?
Hapat, yes.
Do you see the ghost?
No.
Is it very dirty down there?
Look at
Seriously?
my boots.
It's muddy water, and there's some water and like lichen, from the moisture on the side of the walls. Whatever, Adelaide. Lichen.
It's alright.
and the grate is a bit rusty, but other than that, it doesn't seem like dirty or filthy or anything.
It's very lovely. You'll like it. Light a torch and step aside.
As long as it's not sewage.
Yeah, we'll find out. Need to find somewhere else to tie this rope to, though. That won't work again.
Yeah, it's still tied up, but it's just the little thing is broken.
And the water's about 3 feet deep, correct?
No, Torba fell the last 3 feet. The water is like barely ankle height. It's not that deep. Seems to have dried up.
Oh, that's fine. Well... Fuck it, I'll go. Someone hold the rope. Or tie it off again.
Need to find something to tie it to. Give me a moment.
Alright, you see a large rock somewhere in the backyard, but it's about 10 feet away, so the rope would be short 10 feet. Before it
I
reaches
pull
the
out
bottom.
my rope from my pack. Maybe we could tie them together.
Alright, you do that, and Bliss makes her way down.
As she makes her way down, I just climb down as a cat.
Oh my god. Like
Wait,
on my
how?
shoulder or something?
Cat has climb speed.
What?
Oh,
okay. What's the climb
right.
speed? What's the climb speed?
30 feet.
I'm gonna say, you can. What the fuck? I'm gonna say you can go down 30 feet, but then the rest of the 20 feet you have to jump off.
It's Spider Cat.
Yeah, totally. How deep is it? 50?
Yeah,
that's
50
fine.
feet.
Once I get down, like 20 feet, that'll be 30 feet. Yeah, I'll tell Torba to catch me with my silent speech.
Okay.
Fine.
Torba, make a. What would this be? Just make a dexterity saving throw. Or yeah, dexterity saving throw. Hello? Okay.
Torba?
What?
Torba,
What?
is he eating? Yeah. Make a dexterity saving throw or a perception check to see how well you can like catch the cat.
Oh, he jumps on me. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you in silent speech. Hey, catch me.
Dex, perception.
All right, you plan the trajectory of the cat jumping off the wall of the well and lands in your arms.
Oh. Hello.
And around this time, make an athletics check, Bliss.
I can do so. It's not my strong suit.
Splat.
I don't know if I can catch a bliss.
Oh.
I was
Oh
joking.
dear. Okay, so Bliss, as you're walking, as you're like getting on the rope and climbing down, your foot steps on a slick part of the well, and you slip, and you start sliding down. You slide down about halfway, and you manage to get your grip in. However, you do take.
Talk about rope burn.
You take 6 points of fire damage to your hands as you get.
Oh
rope burn.
my
Oh,
god.
that's
Don't
a
worry, you have
tiefling.
resistant
I'm a
fire.
tiefling.
Yeah, 3.
Oh right.
So your hands get all roughed up, but you manage to catch yourself, and you make your way the rest of the way down the well.
Oh, calluses, oh no.
My
You'll be
name's-
fine.
And actually, all of you would hear this if all of you are around the well. But nobody better than Bliss, Torba, and Tez. You hear
Does it sound like the voice from that we heard upstairs?
It sounds like like dozens of different children's voices crying.
Oh no.
Punchy.
Oh no.
I start.
No.
Nope, let's go
fuck
back up.
this.
Nope.
I start not
We don't.
making noise.
We don't need to rescue him.
Nope.
We don't.
Be quiet
And you all-
when you fall down.
Yeah, you on the top of the wall kind of hear the echoes of the sobs, but not as loud and clear as the people at the bottom.
Well, time to go down then.
Yeah.
Bliss is starting to climb back up, but then Alex is making his way down.
Right.
Yep.
I get down there, listen for about 3 seconds, and then immediately start pulling back up on the road.
And as you start making your way up, you hear, "Mom, don't leave."
Oh god, I'm not mother.
From like 5 different voices.
Right. How big is the way? Is it large?
The grate is 5 feet, like 5 feet in diameter. So you'd have to duck down to make it through. However, the grate is like there's like small holes, you can't really make your way through there. So Alex, make a athletics check.
And in the meantime, while they get down, I'm gonna put my shield to block the path, basically. Just
All
in
right,
case.
Alex makes his way down, no problem. Bliss.
Yes, I will climb down.
All right, you all get down there this whole time, just the sobs. Like there'd be like a minute or two of a pause, then after they would start up again. It's coming from within the tunnel behind the grate.
Behind?
Yeah, behind the grate. You're the grate is in front of you, and inside the grate is a tunnel, and it's coming from within there.
Yep. Shield
I'm
up.
quite sure about this.
Well, how many can there be?
I don't like that question.
What could possibly go wrong?
That's a terrible question to ask.
Whatever is in there, it will be purged.
Ah, so you do have.
Well, then you can go in
Plan.
front.
I kind of assumed I would be.
Thank you, Alec, for going in front and saving us.
I'm pretty big. I'll be in the
right.
back. All right. Doo-doo-doo.
I'll be walking next to Alec.
All right, so Alec is going first.
I am not going last.
Do I get unarmed
I'm
defense
last.
as a
It's
cat?
No.
Oh.
Oh, 6th level is when my unarmed strikes count as magical.
Alec, so who's after Alec? Tez is near there. Damn it! I have to make wild shapes for you, Tez. Fuck.
That was kind of like a druid.
I'll just import it from the other game. And who's after Alec?
I think Tez said? Or no, maybe not.
I don't know.
Tez is beside or like on Alec's shoulder or something.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, probably
Me?
Balgora.
Oh,
and
I'm
then
last.
me.
Oh, Torb was last. Okay.
I'm
What
too
was
big.
that?
I'm gonna block everyone if I don't
So
do that.
Balgora and then.
You're gonna stop us from running?
That too.
So Alec, you're gonna take the grade off. It comes off easy enough as Gaedren described. And you folks duck down slightly. You won't take any penalties for this, but you just have to duck down, crouch down, and as you walk through, you get halfway down the hall, just beneath when it starts sloping upward. And as you get to the part where it slopes upward, you see ahead of you a pile of rags. What looks like a stuffed fox that's dirty, like, and has button eyes, but one eye is missing, and a skull sitting on top of it. It's not a goat skull, but it looks like a fox's skull of some sort. And as you all approach, it's about 40 feet away from you, up toward like the slope, toward the door.
And it certainly looks necromantic.
Well, if we could find a way to break it, we could probably free people down here. Or we could just run backwards.
There's no going back. What do you
Well,
mean?
here's my first thought. Torba, shoot it.
Huh?
All right.
Shoot! I'm sorry, Jurassic Park is my favorite movie.
I did it, actually.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Roll an attack.
Oh,
Jesus
oh
Christ.
no!
Misfire. It blocks.
It kind of, you see the flash and you hear the loud bang, but there's just smoke coming out of the pistol. And at that, you see the clothes start swirling upward and floating in the air, and the fox head kind of floats up last and pops on top of it, and it looks like a child, floating in rags and it's clutching the stuffed animal, and it goes toward you, and it gets within 30 feet. It gets closer and closer, and it starts.
We're casting shit on that if it's moving closer.
Do I have
All
time?
right, so if it's within 30 feet, everybody roll initiative.
Is it so far that the time he got to us, we had another action?
No, it's 40 feet, so it's gonna react and move forward. Yeah, it's gonna react and conjure up and start moving. So everybody roll initiative when it's about
Okay, I
40
don't
feet.
have time to unjump. Damn. Alright.
How you even hit with your pistol this entire session?
I am so ready to level up. Oh, very
Same.
good.
Wait, where's my thing?
Actually, wait. No, that's fine. I would have bonus action gotten back. Look at it.
All right, Bliss. As soon as it starts rising up, what do you do?
I don't have anything good. I will. Shit. How far away is it? Is this accurate?
40. Yeah. Yeah.
40.
Well, 40 from Alec. It's 50 from you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of lean around the group of people and flick a dagger in its direction. We'll see.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not getting close.
All right, disadvantage because it's far.
It's within range. Is it not?
Yeah, but it's disadvantage because it's the long range. The accurate range is 20 feet. Then 60
you're
feet
right.
forward.
Damn.
All right, that still hits.
Oh,
Yay.
okay. Cool.
All right, you see the dagger pass through the clothes and it rips away some of the rags. But that's it. It still takes the damage though, but not as much as you expected.
Shit. Yeah. I don't do any magical damage. Damn it.
Mark it. Mark it all the way.
I don't have that.
Oh, right.
Anything else?
That'll end my turn.
All right, Torba.
If I
Let's
drop...
do a dagger.
What?
What? You drop the pistol and pull another one. Yeah, you can do that.
If I drop the torch, will it fall in water? Will it go out?
Question.
I'll let you like stab it into the ground so it stands upright.
Okay, then I'll do that to be able to keep my shield. I'll also drop my jam pistol and take the other one.
Okay.
Oh no, that's two object interaction, right?
Yeah. All right. I'll.
Oh
cast
no,
another
I
torch as
just
well.
let it fall. Like
Yeah,
the
just
torch.
drop it and
Yeah.
and you can use it as part of your attack action if you're gonna attack with the pistol.
Anyways,
Like-
I drop it anyways. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Pick up the other pistol, which is not jammed. I'm gonna grit point to advantage. Ooh, a crit!
All right. That hits. You gain a grit point back.
Sweet.
And you hear ding as it goes through the rags, hits the wall behind it. Alright, and takes that damage. 6 plus 10. Crit. 16, damn.
Yay. A critical fail and critical success.
Ouch.
Anything else, Torba?
Well, maybe move up next to Balgora.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna move forward. So that's 40 feet. How far is this again? So it's gonna move at 10 feet here, and then it's gonna move. Its full movement of 40 feet.
God.
So 10, 30.
Reaction.
Okay, go ahead.
Halo Explorers.
DC 14. Wisdom. Oh, it fails.
Oh. It's Constitution save.
Oh, con? Okay. Yes, it failed. So it's poison damage?
Necrotic.
Okay. And you see that your Halo of Spores has no effect on this creature.
Wow.
As it gets close, you all hear like it's like dozens and dozens of different kinds of children crying in your ears. And as you hear this, you start to feel a sense of despair fall over you. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this for fear?
No.
Okay.
Come on, my strong suit.
The dice aren't happy.
Dice are very happy.
Someone's missing. Bliss.
Yeah.
My thing showed up. Mine was at What do you mean? Oh,
Wisdom save.
wisdom save. I'm
Wisdom save, yeah.
dumb. Where's my wisdom? Ooh, not good. Not good.
All right. Alec, Bliss, and Torba. All three of you feel the crushing despair of hearing the cries of dozens of children. And when you're under despair, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, as long as you can hear these sobs. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mark you with something. What can I mark you with? Let's just say this. Nice little pink. Oh no, it doesn't work! Okay,
It
anyway.
doesn't work.
Oh no.
And after you get within its aura, it's going to attack Alec. It's going to reach out and try to bite you with its skull. And it misses. Alright, Tez.
So necrotic doesn't work on it.
Nope.
Fine. Well, seems like physical damage does. Hit it with quarter staff. The best thing I could do.
Alright.
8. God.
You hit it, but then it just sweeps its robes to the side and nothing happens. Anything
Martial arts on bonus attack.
Alright, that hits.
6.
You punch the cloth. And it does some damage.
Yay.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, Balgora. What do you do?
So, are we still in a tight hallway, or am I able to move to the left and get within range?
Let me draw real quick, real rough how you are. So it's kind of like this. It's 5 feet across.
Oh God! All right.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is
oh.
a really,
What?
really tight
Where's
hallway.
Tez then?
She's super small.
Oh, a cat still? Oh no,
Nah.
okay. Just small.
I should have wanted it back before the ghost came to us.
Yeah, I just don't want to bog it down, so I'm just gonna say you can move around each other and stuff like that. It's tight fit though.
Okay. I want to do something, but it's super risky, and this is supposed to be like a super dark campaign.
Do it.
But all right. I'm going to, because these are very close together walls, somehow manage to get over to this empty spot.
Where?
I want to get to this empty spot behind the specter thing.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
acrobatics. Where's...
Try to
Oh, there it
do-
is at the top. Damn it!
All right. You can get past it, but it'll take an opportunity attack as you do so.
Oh, that's terrible.
You can choose to do that, or
Because I'm not trying to run completely past it. I'm just trying to get into the adjacent space.
yeah. So like I said, you can choose to take the opportunity attack or back off.
I'm just gonna back off and come back here. Just like I can't move.
All right. Anything
Uh,
else?
Well, you can move up to it and then move back, right?
Take the op attack. Do it!
Yeah, I'm gonna move up. Wait, no, damn it, never mind. I'm just gonna throw a dart.
Okay.
Dart. Yeah.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay, it hits.
All right. 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's
should've
all I
damaged.
got. My Gora rangs aren't magical. That's my turn.
Should I just put myself back since it's so tight?
All right, Alec. What do you do?
Well, see how it likes the light then, and I'll cast Word of Radiance. DC 14 con save.
It failed.
6 radiant damage.
It goes, and you hear from what turns to sobs starts to turn to like children screaming
Oh
As
my
you cast-
god.
as you cast that Word of Radiance.
Alright, I will also then cast what is this shit called? Shield of Faith on myself and end my turn. And I think
Alright.
make the save again.
Yeah, go ahead and make the save again.
12.
Not quite. You still suffer from the effects of the sobs. Even more so since you hear the screaming. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, and at the end of that turn, Bliss, just before you're about to do something, the door at the top of the slope bursts open, and you see Yargan.
I see what?
Yargan bust out,
Oh, that guy. Oh.
and he points his wand at the creature. He goes, "Yeah,
Sorry, what was that?
yeah!"
One more time?
And once again, the wand just spurts out like, and you see like a little green liquid spurt out the front, but just drip down at his feet. He's like, "Shit!" And he's like,
Man, he's
shakes
getting
it.
old.
He shakes
God.
it.
It's alright, honey. That happens. It's totally natural.
God damn it!
I'm the
And
worst.
he ends his turn there. Bliss, what do you do?
I'm the absolute worst. Okay. How is this accurate range?
Yeah, everything's accurate.
Okay. Within 20 feet. That is within. Fuck. Give me 1 second. I want to see if this is actually a once a day thing or if it's not. If it's a spell. I can't remember if I took it or not. Okay. Once within. Okay. Suggestion. Okay. Let's see. This is a good question. Oh, it may be immune to be charmed because it's undead. Fuck. I'm sorry. I am going to. Okay, yeah, I'll try and kind of push my way. No, I fucking won't. Alright, I'll pull out my second dagger and give it a fling at the thing again.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't have any good spells.
All right, it hits. It hits.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, I'll give a little wink and nudge to Torba, and little sparkles come out, and I'll give you an inspiration die.
Can you roll that dagger again? Because you have a disadvantage because you
Oh,
feel
you're right.
despair.
I feel
Oh no!
Fuck. Okay, that's
Why
fine.
do I
Can
feel
you
the
roll-
sharp pain in my back?
Can you roll a 1d4?
No, I cannot. No, I
Roll a
cannot.
1d4.
Oh no, he's actually.
Which one of
You're
us?
a monster. Oh god.
think it
what do
hits
I
me.
do?
You hit Balgora in the back for 4 damage.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
right, I gotta subtract that.
I'm sorry.
Danny,
now
wink
there's
at
just a
me,
dagger.
jeez.
There's a dagger sticking out of Balgora's shoulder.
I'll grab it. And then it's a Constitution save or is it a Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh.
Alright, and you're fine.
Okay. Thank God. Someone shut that wretched thing up.
Alright, that's all?
That's it. Torba's got inspiration.
Alright, Torba, you're inspired.
You throw that girl in the back of Balgora and wink.
What?
Perfect.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
She's got a charming look about
Yeah.
her. She doesn't perform. She doesn't do the performance really.
I'll grit. No, I won't grit. I'll disadvantage instead. I shoot. Why? Okay, yeah. Plus 1d6. Sure.
That hits.
Oh, that is? Okay.
Oh wait, what's the
Plus
plus 2
hits?
from?
The inspiration,
Archery.
but
Archie? Oh yeah, it hits. It hits then.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
It has 11
Focus.
AC.
Wow.
Alright. That's pretty much it for my turn, I guess. I guess I'll go more in the back to give the space. And the what is it? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Alright, you make your save.
Oh,
You're good.
cool.
And on its turn, Torba, after you shoot it, there are several bullet holes and dagger holes in its rags now. It turns to Tez and reaches out a spectral hand,
Oh god.
and it reaches into you, Tez, dealing 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is it
Oh,
fear?
no.
Nope. Wait, are you affected by the thing?
No.
But anyway, as you do it, you feel your breath get taken out of you, and that's it.
Was that your breath going away?
Tez, what do you do?
Can I flank it?
Sure.
Yeah. Throw everything at it. Hit it. Throw a lot. Big stick.
Okay, go
Big
ahead.
stick against the kid. Flanking is d6, right?
Yeah, but you still hit.
Yeah.
It's D4.
And then unarmed.
Oh, well, you're
Right. And you
Flanking.
miss. Oh yeah, you're flanking.
No, that is the
Oh, he's
flanking part.
flanking.
Oh,
And you miss. You kick its rags again, but it just floats out of the way.
Yeah.
And that's it. All right. Balgora.
I give a stink eye back to Bliss because the knife is still in there, and then I will move
Pull it up.
up to what?
I pulled it out.
Oh, it still hurt anyway.
Yeah, well, sorry.
And gonna strike with my there's my quarterstaff, and flanking sort of. Am I flanking?
Yep.
All right, whack. Yes. Boom.
All right, you hit
And
it.
then
And then you smack it with your quarterstaff, and you hit the rags and slam the rags against the side of the wall, and the skull kind of clatters against the wall, cracks, and falls to the ground on top of the pile of clothes and the stuffed animal.
I was gonna say, could I actually like try to at least catch the skull before it hits the ground?
Sure, make a dexterity check.
Crush it in your hands.
15. Yeah, I'll catch it, and then I'll gently put it down on the clothing and just whisper, "I'm sorry."
It's a wolf school.
We
I'll
all
just
have our
move back.
kids.
Oh, and then Yargen runs down and goes, "Thank you! Oh, thank you, saved me!"
Was there only
Reaction. No, it's kidding.
All right.
one? And now you're under
That
arrest.
Wait, what?
No, we're just joking. Come on.
What? No. he's under arrest. That's
Wait,
not
what?
a joke.
I'm gonna try to run forward and get past him, like try to run behind him.
Well, as soon as you start moving forward, he's like, he can't really go anywhere. So well, as soon as he sees you approaching, he's gonna back up.
Where are
Still
you
gonna
going to go exactly? It's
still
only a
gonna
small
try to-
hole at the end.
He looks down defeated and holds his arms up to get cuffed.
Was I able to
Okay.
successfully get behind him?
Well, he
gave
was
up.
backing
What are you
up.
trained to do?
He gave up. Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm waiting for Alec to get in range and get ready to do the handcuffs so I can punch him in the back and do stunning strike.
I'm not going to handcuff him when we still need to get him out of the damn well.
Okay. I'll go with you.
I'll
I'm
just slip
sorry,
back
I'm sorry.
through.
Damn right, you're sorry.
Last time you had a second chance. This time we found you in a burnt down orphanage holding frickin' Shiva. You really make bad decisions.
What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go?
Get a job with the gods!
I don't think
not
the
that-
gods are hiring, darling.
Actually, they're
Still
hiring
at
just
least
about
try.
anybody right now. That's no longer the point.
Yeah,
Alright,
we need to get him out of here.
Yeah, you spend time to go back out, and then you climb up the well, and when you get to the top of the well, you cuff him.
Alright. A day well.
Alright, so. You got one chance here. Where is Gaedren Lam?
He was supposed to be here, but he never showed up.
You have two options. Rot in a prison for a bunch of charges, most of which will be true. Or you deliver us to him.
Let's face it, Gaedren left you here because he knew exactly what was going to happen. You're a loose end. He was going to cover you up.
Well, when I was here, I saw some weird shit. Like, I don't know. They're like butcher things, and I don't know what's going on here. I saw some magical stuff, like components. It looked like some kind of necromantic lab.
Was Gaedren in charge of it all?
No, but he.
Then who was?
I remember back in our younger days, he knocked some girl up. So he has a son, and he grew up to be this freak weirdo that was super into like dead things. He liked killing animals and stuff. So it seems like kind of like that. It's possible he could have went to hide out with him.
And where might that be?
He hadn't talked to his son in years, about like 10, 15 years. I I couldn't say, but if you find his son, you may be able to find him. You should also. We had our own operation, but if you ask some of the other guards, you may be able to find out maybe some other drug dealers he had ties with.
See, that's a funny thing. I'm asking you. You're trying to save your butt right now. I can
I'll
ask
pull out my
guards on
brick.
my spare time.
This is all I have. That's all I know. I just made the product for Gaedren. I didn't have contact with anybody else. He's the one that supplied the raw product. I refined it for him. And that's it. That's all I knew.
Can I?
Sure. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can. You
that
can.
thing.
Are you trying to see if he's lying? Yeah, go ahead. He seems genuine. You assume Gaedren is a very secretive criminal and only told things on a need to know basis.
All right. It seems to be checking out for now.
Hey, no, he's telling the truth. But it's not good enough.
I'm sorry. That's all I have. I'll be okay with prison. If Gaedren finds out I said anything, he's gonna have me killed.
Well, either option is quite preferable, so.
I have nowhere to go, so prison is my best bet.
Well, that we can do for you.
Weird.
Just please don't. If you can do me one thing for the information I gave you, don't let Zenobia be my judge.
Who's that?
Zenobia, the patron of the orphanages.
She's also very harsh justice. She's like the head justice of Corvosa, and she gives out very harsh sentences.
It's funny.
for
I
the-
don't actually have any control over who presides.
Oh no, please.
Who do you think I am?
You're the
I'm a
guard. I thought the
guard.
guard can do things.
Can you go to Gaedren and tell him I don't want to work today, and I think you don't have to let me. I'm an employee.
They're not that powerful, darling.
I don't get to tell my boss what she does.
Oh, make a persuasion check, Alec. Okay, oh, wait, there's one more thing. I think he for some reason he liked to keep track of his business. If you could, he has some kind of ledger.
Oh, we found that. The fish market downstairs.
Good. You might be able to find something from there, like maybe the list of people he's trades drugs with or something. It might be there. I don't know what he put in it, but all I know is that he liked to keep track of who owed him money.
Can you read it?
I don't know. He wrote it himself.
Oh.
I've never really seen it personally. I just walked in on him whenever I told him about things. He would write it down in this book, but I never got a chance to look at it.
All right. Well, off to jail we go.
Okay.
On job
And
mega.
all right, you're unjamming your gun, and you make your way to the Citadel of Volshanin.
Where's that at? Is it all the way down? Oh my god, that's so far.
So it's a long walk.
Oof. Gonna be so
You
sore.
moved the Riverside house.
Oh my god.
Jeez,
The
putting
house
the
is
entire house
alive.
under arrest.
Just taking him in, you see that there are a few guards standing outside, and they nod at Alec as he brings in a prisoner, and the rest of the you know where the cells are. They're just holding cells until they go to the city hall to get sentenced and go to the prison under there. So you talk to the jail, jail keep, and they have you fill out some forms, process him, and I shove him in a cell.
I just put down minor drug trafficking.
I only gave you one of the vials, by the way. I kept the rest for myself. Just FYI.
Oh,
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Just yeah.
And one thing you notice is that a lot of the guards now, they're wearing like these red what would you call them? Scarves of sorts, or like red scarves, and they all have the insignia of Corvosa on them. And the guards say, as you folks are walking out, they say, "Hey, Field Marshal's looking for you, and your companions here."
Oh, all right. What's with the scarf?
Oh, it's a new thing stated by the queen herself, to differentiate between guards who are loyal to her and other people who are just trying to pose. You need to get a scarf directly from the field marshal to show your loyalty to the crown.
So these little badges, they don't
Okay.
do anything for us anymore.
You wouldn't want to cover up that beautiful face.
Just the neck.
Right. I do whatever is necessary to pledge my fealty.
Of course you do, darling. Of course you do.
All right.
All right.
He leads you toward Field Marshal Cressida Croft. He knocks on the door, and from within you hear her voice say, "Come in." And he opens the door, steps aside, and allows you to walk through, and closes the door behind you. And she says, as you walk in, "Oh, I thought I'd have to wait until tomorrow to talk to you."
Convenience.
I just ran into someone, was bringing him down to admit into the prison. What can I do for you?
Well, first, the queen is issuing these crimson scarves just to show our loyalty to her. So here you go, and she hands out 5 of them one to each of you. And she says, "Alec, do you mind staying with me tonight to try to decipher this ledger? I've been trying to figure it out. I got some people who spoke Varisian, but we can only figure out a few of them. But you've had more extensive, a more extensive look at it. So if you could help me out tonight."
Yeah, no problem. I just need to send a runner home to tell them not to expect me.
Of course. And the rest of you, I'd like to thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
So, this scarf.
Doesn't really fit my aesthetic, but
Does it
Well, it
mean
matches your hair.
I have a higher chance of meeting the queen again?
I wouldn't count on it, but it's just to show who is, since you're part of the Corvosan Guard as let's say contractors. This will help to differentiate those mercenaries who are working for the queen and those who are working against, since it's hard to tell nowadays.
Makes sense.
Of course,
But
people can
honestly-
just forge it or whatever, or steal a scarf, but we have other things to worry about now.
Honestly, though, doesn't this, little badge thing we were given earlier, this does nothing for us? Not anymore?
It does. It's
I guess it's more
just to show that you're working for the guard. It's just in case anybody gives you trouble. If you're asking questions, you can say you're working directly with us. Flash them the badge, and you'll be fine.
I guess it doesn't.
The scarf is for fealty to the crown, not the guard.
So were you folks able to find out any more information that'll help us find out where some of the defectors are? Oh, by the way, thank you, Alec. It appears that you found Grau.
Oh, yeah, me and Torba over there, tall bloke.
Yeah, it's well, normally what he did would be cause for punishment. He seems remorseful, and Watch Sergeant Soldado was one of our best men at one point. Says you helped him clean up a bit, realize the error of his ways. I don't know how, but good job. We need all the men we can get, by the way. Anyway,
He just needed a hand up onto his feet.
yeah. You found him. Were you able to find Van Kaskerkin?
I'm afraid not.
It's unfortunate. Give me a second here. And she yells out, Mara! And the door opens. Yes, ma'am. Go send word to Barnett's house that he'd be working late. Gives a salute. Yes, ma'am. And he takes off. And shuts the door behind him. And she says, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know now, before I dismiss you.
I don't know about help, but the Riverside house, we were back there this evening, and I'm afraid necromancy has been, there's something going on there.
Yes, it's a tragedy what happened there. And that's interesting to know. Oh, by the way, Tez, you realize something. When Balgar asked you a question, and you try to speak back, are you trying to speak or are you talking with your mind?
Mine. Don't want to interrupt the important speech of the adults.
The grown-ups are talking.
Oh, yeah.
So we did some investigation with the deg you gave us, and apparently it belongs to someone named Rolf Lamb.
Of course it does.
You said you were looking for Gaedren Lamb, weren't you?
Yeah.
I'll look into this little bit more, to see if I can find out more information about where he may be located. Looks like we found the key lock killer. Well, not found him, but we know who it is now. We just have to find him.
We have reason to suspect that the son of Gaedren Lam is whoever set up the necromantic activity. So, little disturbing.
Sounds like a motive. Could have been taking them for experiments or something.
Defacement.
Well, that's good to know. Alec, stay with me. The rest of you, you're dismissed.
Just a simple note. The Riverside house. One of those creatures is still there. Just so you know.
Creatures like
Undead children.
she kind of looks at you and blinks and says,
That's right.
Excuse me?
Necromancy and all that. Yes.
Oh boy.
Just one left so far.
Well, so far as we know.
Yeah.
We managed to, I guess, eliminate one thing, but there's still at least one, probably more Tianax in the area.
Okay, here, and then she opens a drawer and pulls out, like, a stack of sheets and hands them over. I don't feel like doing paperwork right now. you fill out this report, and I'll review it and send it out to people to have that place quarantined or something. But right now, I want to figure out what this ledger says. See if we can find any leads to crimes committed or unsolved, or people we've wrongly put into prison because of Gaedren.
Hey, no problem.
All right, dismissed. Fill out this work. She gave the paperwork to the others, by the way. Since you're helping her with the ledger right now.
Oh,
Work.
I guess don't forget to purify or something. Good day.
I look at the papers I'm given and I say, I can't read.
Oh my god. I'll snatch him out of your hand.
I don't know how to write. Obviously lying.
And Tez, when you try to speak, you open your mouth and no words come out.
Weird.
Huh?
What?
And then through my silent speech, I'd be like, well, that ghost took my voice.
Oh,
To whom?
Everybody just looking at them individually, like, well, that ghost took my speech, just over and over again.
oh.
that's disturbing.
Yeah, see if I can do something. Cast Lester Restoration on her.
Does it work?
Try yelling.
It removes one blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned condition, so probably not.
I'm gonna say this goes under like a mute, since there's no mute spell. So
Some kind of curse. You'll have to find some kind of curse.
yeah, I'm gonna say you get your voice back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you really go that entire time without speak? Oh my, okay.
What you guys were talking about yourself? Some official stuff.
Alright, anyway, you guys good to fill out the paperwork?
All right.
Wait,
Come back to me tomorrow. Come back tomorrow whenever it's convenient for you. I know you must have things to take care of during the day.
Oh, plenty of things.
All right, and she dismisses
Suppressed
you.
laughter.
What's the name?
What did Alex say?
Suppresses laughter.
And y'all head home.
I assume I just follow her.
Will head to
Yeah.
I will head uptown to probably, depending on how late is it in the day.
It's like 10. I'm gonna say 10 at night.
Oh yeah, I'll probably head up to the tavern then.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a detour to my orphanage and then back home.
Detour to the golden is it the gold or golden market?
Gold market.
Okay, the gold market where the kids were, and from there I'm gonna just go in all the dark alleys until I find the poor kids.
All right.
Oh my god.
For like 2 hours because I don't have all night. So.
Just hunting children.
Oh my god.
Come
How about
on,
you, Tez?
with a
I'll
torch.
go back to the cathedral, tell somebody about the undeads in the riverside,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go lay down and stop myself from hurting so much.
Oh.
Everything is painful. Ow.
Existence is pain.
First, I'm gonna say Balgora. When you return, it's late at night. Kids are probably sleeping, but you do see a light on the lower floor.
Alright.
You go in, and you see what the fuck was her name? Tariel. Yeah, you see Tariel, the half elven woman, speaking with the owner, the halfling man.
Mm-hmm.
And they look at you like, oh, "Hey, Balgora, what are you doing here?" Says your Beck Belkarian, the halfling man.
Hey, well, I've been doing some extra work outside of the orphanage, trying to earn us some extra money, and I'll pull out the 120 silver that's in the bag, and I'll give it to Beck and say, "This is to help out. I hope we're able to get more food for the kids."
Ah, thank you. By the way, did you manage to go to that meat market in North Point before you came here this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Like out of character, like the morning things that she does is she knows that the place doesn't get much food anymore, and that the food market, that food place we went to, runs out of food at like noon. So she would have had in her mind like, okay, go here first, and then go to the house, to the orphanage.
Okay. All right. Thanks. That was you. I
Yeah.
remember Amiral has been talking about it for a while. Have you seen him, by the way?
Who?
Amiral.
Not that I can remember.
Oh, he was supposed to work today, but he didn't. It's weird. He never missed a shift. And Tariel speaks up and says, "Ooh, maybe he's Blackjack and he's making a comeback." What do you think, Balgora?
I think this is another person I have to start looking for.
No, he's Blackjack. Don't you remember who he is? You might be too young.
I kind of just look at them like a confused face, like what?
Depending on how old you are. Beck says, "You haven't heard of Blackjack? I'm sure your parents would have told you about him. He used to be this like, what do you call him? I don't know what the equivalent would be here, but I'm gonna use a real world colloquialism. He is like the Robin Hood of Corvosa."
Oh.
But he hasn't shown his face in years. Like you'd think of all times this would be the time to show up, but nope, he's nowhere to be found. And then Tariel speaks up and says, "So that's why I'm saying that maybe Amiral's really Blackjack and he's making a comeback. I mean, he's been around for like hundreds of years, right? Like it would make sense. It would be like an elfin person." Yeah, whatever, Beck. Whatever, Tariel. And Beck speaks up and says, "Well, thanks for the meat, Bugger. See if you can get some tomorrow morning as well. And if you can, try to find Amiel. I hope nothing bad to him happened last night."
Maybe there was the riots. How is Haka? Is he doing better?
Yeah,
or is he still sick?
With that meat, he's gotten a bit better. He looks like he's improving. It'll take a few more days though.
Okay, and how about Felix and Enzo? They haven't been causing any trouble, have they?
I don't see any problems. They're playing just like normal. You know how bars are.
Yeah. Well, if that's all that's needed of me, I'm gonna go home.
No problem. And you make your way home, Bagora.
I'm kind of holding like my back on my shoulder because like I was never healed for it.
Oops. My bad.
Bliss, you make your way to the Three Rings Tavern.
Yeah.
It's a pretty quiet affair, and as you walk in, a large black man or large Shoanti man named Talk sees you and nods his head. He's aware of who the sisters are, and he lets you in. And when you get in, you see there's only a few clientele, the usuals. Some are drinking wine, some are drinking coffee. It's a very low key affair, and you approach the bar where Theandra stands cleaning the counters, sipping on her own cup of coffee. And when she sees you, she smiles.
I slide the coin back over to her. What's the news then?
Yes. It turns out, those little tidbits of information he gave me the other day, did some more digging, and I found out that it seems that the king might have been having an affair.
I'm not surprised. Have you seen the way the queen looks? With whom?
Don't let other people hear you say that. That is that could count as treason.
Oh, I'm aware. With whom, though? That's the question.
So with all this craziness, a lot of people are saying the queen is the one who killed the king. And then they're also saying that Neolandus, the seneschal, has killed the king as well. But we've heard, and this is not going to be public just yet, maybe within a few days, there was this painter named Trinia. She was from some ghetto in the shingles. She lived on one of the rooftop shingles, and she was apparently hired for her artistic prowess, and she painted portraits of the king. She visited the castle very often. The queen is mighty jealous, and it turns out she may be a suspect in the king's death. Now, like I said, it's not public knowledge yet. However, within a few days there may be a hunt for her,
For Trinia.
possibly even a reward.
Do you have any idea where she lurks about town?
That's the thing with little critters like that. They're hard to find. However, I don't want any direct action taken yet. I just want to find out if there's any information to be had about her whereabouts. Bring it to me, because with the way things are going, there's definitely going to be a reward for her
Is she
capture.
human? Elf?
I believe she's a human.
Human. It's fine. Oh, you should know we've been looking about town. For Gaedren. I don't know if you know his name. A nasty sort. Anyway, there's
Oh,
undead children underneath the riverside house.
lovely, but not of my concern.
No, just something to be aware of. I'm sure the news will get out around the city eventually.
Of course. There's another thing. It turns out, you gave us some good information from the ambassador. However, someone else gave us some good information. One of my contacts let me know that the ambassador has some connections back in Cheliax which is the reason why he doesn't want to go back. Some kind of connection that, if found out, could get him into a lot of trouble.
Cheliax. He hasn't said anything about it to me.
Well, this is more, how should I say this? More of a secret thing that he doesn't want anybody to find out, unless by accident, of course, like we did.
I'll see if I can pry something out of him on his next visit.
Of course. Maybe not verbal information now, but we have heard there are some letters in possession of someone. We're not sure yet. We're still trying to find that out, but perhaps you can coax out some information about where he keeps his things. I mean, try to be discreet about it, as that's immediately suspicious, but if we can get our hands on this concrete evidence, we have some very juicy blackmail material.
Oh, I'm sure he can find an excuse to send his wife away for a weekend to visit his own manor. Should be easy enough.
Of course. Well, let me know when you get this information, and I'm sure you're compensated handsomely.
I will. I'm gonna take her glass of wine or whatever she's drinking and finish it myself and step out and leave.
Saucy. And she gives you a wink as you leave. And you leave and make your way back to your apartment. All right. Torba, after wandering around for a bit, you stumble upon the three kids. Actually, you see all six of them now. You find that they're curled up in an alleyway, taking cover under some an abandoned wagon. You see. Well, you can't. You can see one standing watch, and you see like some feet poking out from under the wagon, maybe an arm or a head. And the kid goes, "Hey, it's the big blue man. Thanks for saving us back at the old fishery." And you see this is the voice of like the older one. He's like
Uh-huh.
12. What are you doing in these alleyways? They're dangerous for most people. You know that, right?
Yes, but I'm guessing it's even more hard for you, which is why you have to keep watch, isn't it?
We're not worried about the normal people. For them, I got this, and he pulls out a dagger, like kind of flicks it between his fingers and holds it up. But you see, right now there's only 4 of us. Sorry, I said 6 earlier, but it's 4.
Okay.
You know, you freed 6 of us from the old fishery, but when we escaped and slept, those riots, those fires and stuff woke us up, and we couldn't catch up. But we saw two of the kids being taken away by those river spirits.
Mm,
Do you know if daggers work against river spirits, Blue Man?
it does, but it is very hard for kids. You, I suggest running if you see those things.
River spirits are just they're barely bigger than me. They're like the same size. I'm sure I can stab them.
They make you despair. I don't think you'd like it. Which is why I'm here. Why don't... What would you say about having a house? A roof to sleep under? Hmm? You and your friends.
I don't know. What benefit would a roof have? Are you gonna be forcing us to work like Gaedren did? He gave us a roof over our head, gave us a shitty meal every day,
My...
but he worked us like dogs.
By the gods, no. I've freed you for a reason, not to put you under more tyranny. Ah, this Gaedren.
Make make a persuasion check.
Wow.
What's in it? What do we gotta do for you, old man?
For now, you just have to sleep well and eat well, and I'll take care of you. I have 3 magnificent, very lovely grandmas that makes the best food. I'm sure you'd like.
He kind of narrows his eyes and he says, "Bullshit. You adults just want something.
Hmm.
Isn't that how it works? You give us something, then we have to give you something."
I'm just gonna crouch to be like the same eyesight. Anyways, crouch down to his.
Mhm.
You know what I mean. Jeez,
Yeah.
it's late.
Crouch down to a short 6 foot.
And just what's your name?
Give me a second. I have it written down here somewhere. I have to go back to my old notes because that was when they're in the house or in the old fishery. What the fuck?
Child number 2.
My name,
Basically.
my name is Bradford.
Sorry, repeat.
Bradford.
Grafford. Well, Grafford, I have what you'd call a very big family. And I like them all very much. And I don't wish to see more kids out on the streets like that. All I want to do is for you to and your friends to not be in those dangerous streets and
Make a persuasion check.
yeah, sorry, I was also thinking. I'm not
how about this? How about we see if we like it, and if we like it, we'll stay. If not, we'll leave.
No, it sounds
You
all
won't
good
stop.
to me.
You won't stop us from leaving.
Of course not. It would be a shame, but you're your own person, and that's fine. There is other children your age. Maybe you'd like to meet them?
Maybe. Were you able to kill? Sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm going through puberty.
Oh my god.
I am
So authentic.
That's so authentic.
Did you kill Gaedren?
No, sadly, he managed to leave, but we are on his ass, basically.
I want to be there when you kill him.
It's not very LT to think that way, but seeing as you have had it hard, I'll let it be. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. And he ducks down beneath the wagon and says, "Hey assholes!
Jeez.
Hey assholes! What? And you see like about 3 hands like pull out a knife. What? Come on, the blue man. He's taking us somewhere where we can sleep
You can
and not have to
Torba.
not have to worry about the blue river spirits taking us away."
Yes, especially since it's on the other side of that river.
Perfect. Right. And with Torba takes his posse of children across Corvosa back
Buckle
back
up, it's a long walk.
the trail's end. Tez. Tez?
What? What's going on?
I think
As
we're
you-
doing the epilogue for the session.
As you get back to the Grand Cathedral of Pharasma, you see your companion, the person you're usually on shift with. I think I have so many papers now. Saria. She says, "Oh, Tez, you're back.
Yeah?
We found something cool."
Oh. Well, show me.
All right, come. Look. And she takes you inside the cathedral, walking through the massive hallways, and she takes you into a there's a room that's guarded by a paladin of Pharasma, and she says, "Can we see it, please?" And he says, "No, not until Bishop the Bear sees it." Come on.
Yeah, come on. Just a little peek.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, boo.
Oh no.
Wait.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey,
Well, at least you got that.
There
Yay!
you go.
All right. And before he opens the door, he pulls out his sword and says, "Okay, look at it." And he opens the door, and it opens up into this it's like a small prayer chamber to Pharasma, but it's been used temporarily as a holding cell of peers. And on the ground, you see a small figure tied up, and the paladin says, "We caught one of those river spirits. Apparently, they're not river spirits at all. They're completely corporeal." And he lifts his lantern up and shines it toward it,
Ah.
and you see tied up on the ground and unconscious. see something strange. You've never seen anything like this before. You've heard rumors about the river spirits being these little like blue sprites that steal people from alleyways and streets. But now that you're looking at it, it looks kind of like a halfling or gnome. However, its skin is like dark blue, and its hair is white. Looks kind of like Torba actually, but miniature, but tiny, tiny, small.
Ooh.
It's
And-
Tortoise baby.
And it's dressed in like tattered black robes. Smells odd. It smells like something died. It doesn't. While you don't get an undead feeling from it, it smells like it's been around dead bodies.
Ah, so it's just the normal smell of a graveyard. Okay, cool.
And he goes, "Okay, that's enough, kids. That's enough, kids." And he pushes you out the door and closes the door behind him.
Well, it's not it's gonna do anything.
You never know. We found this thing creeping through the boneyard.
Poo.
Managed to catch
Fine.
it.
I need
And
my
go-
rest anyways.
And go to bed, kids.
I'm not a kid.
Nothing to see here. And you head up to bed. Get some rest.
I find somebody and tell them about the ending of the what's the Riverside
Oh yeah,
House.
okay.
Mhm.
Are you gonna wake up the bishop, or are you just gonna tell someone else? Someone higher up.
Sure, I wake up Bishop. I'll annoy him.
Bishop de Bear is a woman. It's an
Her.
old woman.
Him, her, same thing.
My gender is bishop.
Yeah, I'll just call her Bear.
Bishop, we got some spooky shit going on. All right, bye.
Well, she's the bishop. Her name's Kapira.
Yeah, her gender is Bear.
So you go and bug the bishop, and she goes, "Who is it?"
It's me, Tess.
Tess.
It is I.
Isn't it kind of late? Come in.
Well, I found something interesting in the burned down orphanage that one Riverside has.
Oh yeah, she's still sitting up and like rubbing her eyes. What? The Riverside House? I thought. What's? Okay, wait. Give me a second here. And she's like slapping her face. Wake herself up. I need my beauty rest, you know.
Well,
Hey now.
you look okay. Well, so about the Riverside, there was some undead there.
Oh, looks like well, we'll have to send some people to purge it.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know. I was also told that something was downstairs. Someone woke me up earlier too, but I fell asleep again.
Oh yeah, that river spirit.
How long has it been? I told him 5 minutes. It's
It's
like-
been, what is it, 5 days now? You've been asleep for 5 days.
What?
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate.
make a deception check.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Did she just die?
No, she had her speech taken.
Oh no.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
What did you do to her?
Oh, she's about to smite you.
She says, "Leave," and you feel compelled to leave her room.
It's just a prank, bro.
Split Street Gang?
And as you leave, I think it's about 6 seconds. You're walking away from the room, and she's like following behind you. And as you turn around to see her, she takes your ear and twists it and says,
Ow.
"Go to sleep, or I'll make you go to sleep."
I'm going to sleep.
And she pulls you by your ear and like and like throws you down, not throws you, but like pushes you down the hallway where the
Damn.
girls' dormitory is. So many things to do.
I deserve it. It was worth it. And then go to bed. I was dumping all my healing words onto myself.
And lastly, Alec, you've been up for most of the night with Field Marshal Croft deciphering the ledger, and you guys discover that there are about half a dozen people that have been framed for crimes that Gaedren has committed. You find out that he has been in contact with his son every now and then. They've been exchanging goods and also money. And you found out he has connections to a very prominent crime lord in Old Corvosa named Devargo Bravasi.
You can copy paste that.
Yeah.
I'm going after Degrassi. All right.
Yeah.
And
Who
around
the fuck is Drake?
and around like near the end, when you guys are tired, you've had you're like your hands are shaking from 13 cups of coffee, pouring over this ledger, deciphering it. Someone walks in and says, "Ma'am."
I'm sorry.
What happened?
You just called him ma'am?
What? Who? What?
Someone just
I
walked
assume
in.
he's talking to the guard captain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was just like.
Yeah. And so it goes, "Ma'am," and she cups her temples and goes, "What time is it? Wait, what?" And he says, "It's almost dawn, ma'am." And she goes, "Oh shit. What is it? What is it? Give it to me." Looks like we've discovered where Captain Van Kasriken is located. She perks up a bit and says, "What? Where is he?" While we didn't find him personally, you see her body sink. She's like, "Oh, fuck sakes." And she says, "We did find a few of the people that had followed him when he defected." And she says, "Really? Who did you find?" Let me see. It's not here. Where did I put it? Oh, I know where I put it. Give me a second here. We found Officer Baldrago and Officer Mulder. They're it looks like they've opened up a butcher shop in North Point that was abandoned. It looks like they're giving out meat or something, but we found their location. It could be that Berg is with them somewhere. But yeah.
I was wondering why that was on the map.
However, as soon as we approached, they closed up shop and we couldn't bust down the door or anything. And there were a lot of people there defending them, kind of that they're doing a service for Corvosa. So it's gonna be. I think we're gonna look like enemies if we take down their work. Take them down. Take them out of the butcher shop because the civilians seem to like them. And Cressida just takes a deep breath. Okay. Leave me.
So, the enemies of, I'm sorry, but the enemies of the state are handing out cured meat?
No, they own a butcher shop and they give out meat to the poor.
So why do we care?
And Krista looks at you and says, "It's it's just the principle. If other guards can see that they can defect without consequence just because they're doing something like that, I don't know.
The
It's a
city
gray
would
area.
be a better place, probably. Sorry, I'm speaking out of place here.
It's just it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth that he defected and openly disrespected the guard and what we stand for, and took many with him. We just
And those who continue to disparage the name of the god should be raked across the coals. But people who are just handing out meat to the poor seems like a waste of time.
well, we don't have to punish those that followed him, but I have to make another example of Varric. I need to. You see, things like this. Things like this, they spread like some kind of tumor. I don't know how to, I'm a bit tired right now. I can't. You know what?
I have no problem with you excising the tumor that is Vincastricum.
I think we're done for the day. Get some rest. If you're scheduled to work tomorrow, you can take it off. Thank you for helping me, but whenever you can, gather your mercenaries up and meet me tomorrow afternoon here. Whenever you can. I need to get at least a little bit of rest. Actually, you know what? Hey, you, come back in here. Yes, ma'am. Go get one of those Abadarian clerics to come here. Oh yeah, I forgot. You wear the Corsican Guard uniform. I always forget. Can you cast Lesser Restoration on me? Just remove this sleepiness from me, and then I'll work a bit more, then head to sleep. You're free to go home.
Sure. In the name of Abadai, I can do that for you.
Alright, you cast Lesser Restoration, cure level of exhaustion for her. And she stretches, perks up, and continues comparing the ledger and like the notes you guys have taken throughout the night. And she dismisses you, saying you can go home, rest, and to come back to her the next day.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Alec leaves and chuckles to himself over gathering his mercenaries.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, we'll end the session.